some swing passes. But once he gets the ball in his hands, he will be successful with yards after the catch. And that's how Atlanta will win some games as well on the offensive side. All right, finally we land on the NFC South matchup between the Colts and Jaguars. This one at Indy. Jacksonville's Trevor Lawrence with a win streak for his rookie year. Almost his last year. TB, how good could he be? Oh, he's already been there. Listen, when you bring your team back when they're in the playoffs and you're down 27-0 and you come back and beat San Diego, Los Angeles Chargers, my friend, you are there. All right, guys like Florence, Richardson, it really seems like youth is being served at the QB position everywhere other than New York. That's where the oldest QB in the league is made history on. Aaron Rodgers will turn 40 during the season. But as you can see in this chat with their answers, moving to the big city has re-energized both the New York Jets franchise and Rodgers himself.
Guys trying to think about manifestation. Typically things into existence. I think this was a pipe dream, honestly. I'm thankful for the drama. Tell me no one else did.
Here we go, Steelers. Here we go, as the black and gold will, and watching my live watch along reactions live right here on YouTube. As always, I'm your host, Encyclopedia Sports, Cohen Luke 96. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. The thumbs up button. Share hashtag NFL, hashtag 49ers, hashtag Steelers. Chat questions and comments, super chat, super stickers, super likes, super thanks. Always greatly appreciated as well, as this video is powered by both Rogue Energy and HopeKThrifts. Rogue Energy, be sure to get your favorite energy and hydration flavors in can or tub form, shakers, and Rogue Energy merch at the link in the description below. Be sure to use the code Luke123, that's Luke123 for 10% off. HopeKThrifts, secondhand resale shop that focuses on sustaining the environment in a cheap and fashionable way, as most items are $20 or less and include brands like American Eagle, Converse, Free People, and Shine, among others. HopeKThrifts found on Depop, Instagram, Macari, and Poshmark at HopeKThrifts. That's HopeKThrifts. So be sure to use the message seller code CheapThrifts for 10% off. CheapThrifts for 10% off. Link also in the description below. So, yeah, here we go, Steelers. Coming off of 9-8 2022. After a 2-6 start, they finished strong. Missed out on the playoffs week 18, but of course that was then back in January. This is now this September 10th to begin 2023, as they went 3-0 in the preseason for what it's worth. So we'll see as they open up at home to begin the season. For the first time since 2014. That was a win then against the Browns. Of course, hoping for the same today as well. And in previous meetings with the Niners, dating back to 1999. 6 overall meetings, of course, because AFC, NFC only play each other once every 4 years, unless it's in the Super Bowl. Or now with the new scheduling format, maybe that extra add-in game, whether it be home or away, but as they haven't met since September of 19 before COVID, 4 years ago. Play every 4 years, but since 1999, every time these two teams have met, the home team has won. So keep that in mind as we move on into today's game this afternoon, which will be on Fox. 1 o'clock kick from Heinz Field, Acrisure Stadium in the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the 412. So where to begin, honestly, I don't know. I mean, they did make a lot of moves once again this past offseason, whether that meant, not re-signing guys, letting them walk. Hey, wish them well, best of luck, or bringing in some fresh faces in free agency with the con artist, calling the shots at general manager, of course, Mike T, Coach Tomlin, still at the helm, entering his 17th season. Still has never had a losing season as the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers after taking over for Bill Cowher into 2007. But also then, from the draft in April, in which in the first round they selected Broderick Jones, tackle out of Georgia. We'll see how much playing time he gets today, let alone this year. Your starting offensive line is going to be as follows. From left to right, you have Dan Moore. Isaac Siamalu came over from Philadelphia. So Oos at left guard, Mason Cole still at center, James Daniels at right guard, and then Chuk at right tackle. They signed Nate Herbig, drafted his brother Nick out of Wisconsin, so they continue the trend with brothers on the team. Drafted Broderick Jones, drafted Spencer Anderson, have Dylan Cook as well. So they're too deep at every spot. There might be some switcheroo with being able to play this position or that position, depending on how the game's going and who they want to see play, or what really just gives them the best chance to win moving forward. So it all starts up front. You got to be able to block to run the football. They got back to doing that last year with Najee Harris. He's still at tailback. Jalen Warren backing him up. Tony McFarland should get some quality playing time, I'd have to think, as well, being sort of a Swiss Army knife type of running back that he is. But it's all led by number 8, Kenny Pickett at quarterback, okay? And at receiver, he's got Deontay Johnson. George Pickens, of course, came on real strong last year. They signed Allen Robinson in free agency, so he's back in the Keystone State, where he plays college ball at Penn State, now Pittsburgh Steeler. So another weapon to throw the football to. Another former Nittany Lion at tight end, Pat Fryermuth. They drafted Darnell Washington out of Georgia, so he'll also be playing tight end. And then the other Swiss Army knife for the Pittsburgh Steelers this season will be at fullback, let alone tight end, and it's Connor Hayward, Cam's little brother. So for the most part, that is your offense. Excited to see what Calvin Austin III will do this regular season. We saw what he did in the preseason. Of course, preseason. It's now the regular season. This is when the games actually fucking matter. But of course, they drafted him out of Memphis a year ago. Was hurt all last year. So just another weapon to throw the football to. Also in the return game, an aspect Pittsburgh really hasn't used their advantage recently. On the defensive side of things, as we're about 10 minutes away from kick. Of course, up front in the middle, you have Cam Hayward. Coming off the edge is T.J. Watt and Alex Highsmith. They have all three of them locked up for the near future. Larry Obi-Wan Kenobi Ogunjobi is also on the D-line, as is Montravius Adams. They drafted Keanu Benton, also out of Wisconsin. They liked the Badgers from Madison to be a part of the Steel City, to say the least. They have a few of them on the 53-man roster currently. DeMarvin Leal is another one, who's played, quality player. Really at linebacker, though, is where they did their most work from last season till now. Of course, you still have TJ and Alex Highsmith coming off the edge. But in the middle, you have Mark Robinson returning. He's a good player, just young. Really hasn't had a chance to make a name for himself just yet. But signed Cole Holcomb from Washington, signed Landon Roberts from Miami, and then also Quan Alexander, who's a superstar, will also be in the linebacking core as well. Nick Herbig has a chance to be special. He's Nate's little brother. Nate's an offensive lineman. Nick's a linebacker. and then pair him beside T.J. Watt, who also played at Wisconsin. Like as mentioned, they got a lot of Bucky Badgers on the Pittsburgh Steelers defense, and then in the secondary, as of course special teams wise, Boswell's still your kicker, and Presley Harvin III with his blue suede shoes still booming away at punter. In the secondary, Minka's in the back end. They have KZ back. They signed Con O'Neal, former first-round pick out of Florida. Also, Levi Wallace returns. Signed Patrick Peterson away from Minnesota, of course, the former Cardinal and LSU Tiger. But then they also drafted Joey Porter Jr. Out of Penn State as well, Peasy's son, Joey Porter Sr. So high expectations for them as well. Can't forget about James Pierre. They just recently signed Desmond King. He's inactive though today. Killebrew's a captain alongside Kenny Pickett and Cam Hayward and TJ Watt, I might add. And then your returners, it seems like it's going to be Calvin Austin III. They still have Gunnar Olszewski, but he's also inactive today. So I guess we'll start there. There's your roster for the most part. Thanks for tuning in and watching. If, in fact, there is a technical difficulty, as there were plenty yesterday during college football, Delaware, Penn State, as it says in the description below, just know if the stream abruptly ends, unfortunately, don't worry. I'll get it back up and running as soon as I possibly can, so stick around and be sure to tune back in. But that's why you got to be able to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below to stay up to date. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and live right here on YouTube. Notification bell next to it. That red button as well. So, yeah, like, follow, and subscribe to stay up to date. And once more, thanks for tuning in and watching. We're going to get to kickoff here in a minute as pre-show wraps up. Both teams about to take the field. We'll have the national anthem, coin toss, and away we go. So we'll see what the future holds. We'll see what 2023 holds for the black and gold, along with all the other 31 teams in the NFL. We saw on Thursday night the Detroit Lions defeated the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs 21-20 to begin the season. So road teams 1-0. They're the only unbeaten. Chiefs only team below 500 at the moment because nobody else has played. Everybody else still even. It's week one. There's going to be some surprises, I would think, as there normally is. It's still early though. It's one game. It's the first week. It's first month. You know, it'll really get, you know, good, deep and heavy, you know, come November, you know, in the thick of it, middle of the season. But if you're not good in the first half, you know, you're probably not going to be that great. You might make a run, but it might be too late. That's what happened with Pittsburgh last year. They started off slow and then they got hot, but then it was too late. The season ran out on them. You know, if they can, you know, keep it steady, you know, rather than, okay, 2-6 start and then the 9-8 total finish. Like, there needs to be more consistency. Long story short, the standard is the standard, as we all know. But San Francisco today is a 2.5-point favorite. Over under set at 41. Keep it simple offensively. Make sure Kenny Pickett's comfortable back there in the pocket. Of course, run the damn ball to help him out a little bit. Matt Canada's still at offensive coordinator. We'll see if they throw the football downfield at all this year or not. Because then if not, you know, he's out the door. And more so not throw the ball down the middle of the field. Not, you know, these, you know, 5-yard out routes that you're still going to be short. Like, take what defense gives you. Okay, coaches coach, players play. Players are still going to have to make plays. But if this offense is stinking it up, fans, no doubt about it, the terrible towels are going to let Matt Canada and company know about it, to say the least. But as we enter Heinz Field, Acrisure Stadium, We'll have Joe Davis on the call. 49ers Steelers to begin 2023. Daryl Johnson as well. So, 49ers are coming off another NFC Championship appearance. The last game they played was also in Pennsylvania. It was in Philadelphia, and they lost. So they're kicking off the season just west in Western Pennsylvania in the Steel City against Pittsburgh Steelers now. So hoping for another loss for the Niner gang. Even though we the ones, throw them up, acknowledge. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. It's time to play some goddamn fucking football. It's been a long off season, to say the least, even though it's come and gone. So, they can help out Kenny Pickett by running the football, keep it simple for him with the play calling, give him a chance to throw the football downfield. You know, work your screen game in as well, but tight ends involved. You have 3 reliable tight ends who can catch football. Fryer is really like a number 4, number 5 receiver, let alone a number 1 at times, depending on how they're playing. But yeah, run the ball, play Steeler defense, rely on your special teams today, because I think today it will in fact be a low-scoring defensive showdown. 1st to 20 might win this game. And like I said, the last 6 meetings, these two teams have met dating back to 1999, because they only play once every 4 years. The home team has won, so keep that in mind. But yeah, low scoring, defensive showdown. Don't turn the ball over, but capitalize off turnovers defensively. Rely on special teams. I think, honestly, there's going to be a big explosive play sometime in the second half. But that's third, fourth quarter. We'll see. That might win this game. Like, we know how good San Francisco is. They've gotten to the NFC Championship game not once, but 2 consecutive years. Both losses, but they still have gotten there. Pittsburgh hasn't, okay? Even though AFC, NFC, they haven't gotten that far. So that has to speak for something. San Francisco with Brock Purdy at quarterback, moving on from Jimmy G, moving on from Trey Lance. Sam Darnold will be his backup. Got Christian McCaffrey in the backfield. Got Deebo Samuel wide receiver. Got George Aaron Kittle at tight end. Their defense is stout. Should be in for a damn good game with the 49ers and Steelers. So thanks once again for tuning in and watching. So just as long as Pittsburgh can run the football, Kenny Pickett makes some plays, nothing stupid, don't force anything, take what the defense gives you, play, Steeler defense, rely on your special teams, I think they come out on top, because that stat has to speak for something as well, as mentioned. The last 6 meetings between these two teams, they're going to play once every 4 years, dating back to 1999, the home team has won. So find a way to win, okay? Leave it at that for now. We'll see how things go, and we'll go from there. Opening kickoff coming up next, they say. So, yeah, I'll leave it at that, and good show on the road. Let me know your prediction in the comments below. And once more, thanks for tuning in and watching. Coming in with halftime, we'll have first half stats and scores. Take a look at what's going on around the NFL. As mentioned on Thursday night, the Lions beat the Chiefs 21-20. We'll preview next week on top of that. So stay tuned. And as mentioned, if there's any technical difficulties, as it says in the description below, don't worry. I'll get the stream back up and running as soon as I possibly can. So yesterday, it was in bits and pieces all over the damn place, unfortunately. But with the problem I was having, I thought I fixed it. Obviously, that was not the correct answer to the solution. So going to have to work more on that this upcoming week into next weekend, so it doesn't, of course, happen again. But we're gonna play some football, which is a good thing, and it looks like it's overcast, just perfect football weather. Not too hot, not too cold. Would probably like it a little colder. It's mid-September though. It's week 1. We're not going to get that until another month or so. But Steelers opening up home first time since 2014. Okay, they won that game as well. Use this crowd, as they always do, try to at least, to your advantage. Okay. Turnovers, don't turn it over. Capitalize on defense, but explosive play. Whether that's a big defensive stop or, a deep shot or a big run or whatever the case may be, big kickoff return, an explosive play, I think, in this second half, come third, fourth quarter sometime, will end up winning this game for one of these two teams. But that stat, once again, the home team's won the last 6 meetings between these two, has to speak for something. Lucky number 7, we'll see. But yeah, 2023 is here. The past few years in the offseason, they really have, shaken up what they would or wouldn't normally do with, who's going to be on the roster. And I think they even did more this past offseason than they did the year before. But I feel they think they're literally like right there, because damn well they're going to be in it. Tomlin has never had a losing season. Okay, finished 9-8 last year. Very well could have had a couple more wins. They had how many damn one-score losses? It was absolutely pathetic. It was because of this or that or whatever the reason was. We're not backtracking. We're moving forward. Okay, so Pam Oliver, New York Yankee on the sideline as your reporter for Fox. Looks like Pittsburgh's back deep to receive. So Steelers be out on offense here first. McFarland and Austin, give me a hell yeah, your returners. Probably a touchback. 1st and 10 Steelers from the 25. Jake Moody takes over at kicker for San Fran as well. No more Robbie Gould. But Tomlin's 10-5-1 in season openers. Steelers got a new patch, as all the NFL teams do for rookies. If you're a rookie, you got a specific patch on your jersey. So here we go. And a touchback. Fox with their new graphics, as they debuted those at the Super Bowl last year, in which Kansas City won on a game-winning field goal. Of course, they lost the other night. Philadelphia's at New England today. Pittsburgh hosting San Fran. Cincinnati and Cleveland's on CBS. We're on Fox with the Niners and Steelers, and the black and gold break the huddle. 1st and 10 from the 25 begin 2023. Left to right across your television screen right now. Down. Kenny Pickett looking to throw to begin the game. Complete. George Pickens to the 31 for a pickup of 6. 2nd down and 4 coming up 10 seconds in. All right. Let's go. Keep it simple. Once again, take what the defense gives you. They're going to pass to run here to begin, but do the opposite as well. Trips near side, 2nd and 4. Austin in motion, and they flip it to him. That'll go down as a pass, but he's going to lose a couple yards. Really only a yard, because he did try to make his way back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll be 3rd and 5. So first 3rd down in the game coming up. Big 3rd down, though. Go to Freiermuth. They're going to go hurry up. I mean, I don't know if they'd run a draw here or not. No. Pickett getting pressured, rolls out, and then he'll go down in the sack of the 20. So San Francisco gets to him, and Pittsburgh goes 3 and out to begin the game, and they'll have to punt. Slow it the fuck down. Why the hell are you going hurry up? He had all day to throw, too, and then Mason Cole got beat. Did his best, but then they still got past him, and then I mean, he could have just threw it away, but it's early. They boom it. Yeah, they almost blocked it. Harvin will have it go out of bounds around the 42-yard line, so not that good of a punt either. Now they'll mark it about the 46. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Niners here. 13:15 to play in the opening quarter. Brock Purdy at quarterback. He was Mr. Irrelevant a couple years ago. So you have the last pick taking on a first rounder at quarterback here today. Both Iowa State and Pitt lost yesterday. We'll see how the field holds up, because Cincinnati did beat up on the Panthers before it did come back, so eat shit. 1st and 10 from the 46 for the San Francisco 49ers. That pass going to be caught. Deebo Samuel. And then it looked like Landon Roberts will get credited for the tackle, as he was the one to touch him as he fell down. Former Dolphin. Made a few big hits in the preseason. You know, like, they brought in guys they think it can help them obviously win, as every team does, and then halftime it works out, halftime it doesn't. But, you know, Pittsburgh Steelers. Hand off to Samuel on the end around, and he'll be about a yard short. So 3rd and 1. But yeah, Pittsburgh, with the players they bring in, it's a mold. It's more about the person than it is the player, but it has to be about the player, because, you know, they want to have him on the team if they weren't good. 3rd and a yard, no. He did not get it. Landon Roberts, another tackle. So, got E-Rob on defense, A-Rob on offense. What's half of A&E? I don't know, maybe a yep or yeah. That's a 4th down for the 49ers. We'll see if they go for it here. They will. Out of the gun is Purdy. Use check to his right. They'll hand off. Fake to give to McCaffrey. Dump it off in the flat near side to Kittle, who gets the 1st down. And then Peterson, Roberts, and Holcomb make the stop. So they'll move the sticks, convert on 4th and short, and get the 1st down. So drive stays alive here for the 49ers to begin the game. So now out of the eye. Here comes a run. And they'll toss it near side. McCaffrey close to a 1st down. It looks like 2nd and short. And it will be 2nd and a yard. See, San Francisco's balanced. And they're consistent right now, too. Another handoff. McCaffrey hits the hole inside the 20 to the 15, 10 down at the 9. 1st and goal, San Fran. Come on, defense. It's going to be a long game. Long season if they can't stop the fucking run. Oh, my. And then Wallace makes the tackle again. That's a fucking hold on 64 for 1. But happens on every play. Just a matter of fact, they call it or not. 1st and goal, 8.5 yard line. Out of the eye again, and fake it. Play action from Purdy in the end zone. Caught, touchdown. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. So Pittsburgh goes 3 and out. San Francisco, after the punt, drives distance and scores. Just like that, 9:29 to play here in the 1st quarter. 6-0, pending the upcoming extra point. So they're fucking hold up front, I might add. And then I wouldn't necessarily say a miscommunication with DBs, but then Peterson and Casey are staring at each other after he caught it. You know, just, I don't know how you allow him to get that wide open in the middle of the fucking end zone, for God's sake, from 10 yards out. Delay a game on the extra point, or are they going to reset it? Yeah, there's a flag. All right, San Francisco, the delay a game on the upcoming extra point. So back them up 5 yards, make it a 38-yarder rather than a 33-yarder. So 6-0. Jake Moody from Michigan. Pittsburgh is a tough place to kick. So here we go. Here's the extra point. And the kick's up, and the kick's good. So San Francisco leads Pittsburgh 7-0, unfortunately, here to begin the game. And Pittsburgh goes 3-and-out. San Francisco capitalizes, drives, 58, 60 yards, and ends up striking first. So go to commercial break. We'll get back to the action here shortly. Once more, thanks for tuning in and watching. Your host of Encyclopedia Sports, Glenn Luke 96. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. With the red subscribe button, notification bell next to it. Live right here on YouTube. Stay up to date. Thumbs up button if you're hoping for a Pittsburgh Steelers win. A little on a San Francisco 49er win if you're a Niner fan. Thanks for tuning in. Share. Hashtag NFL. Hashtag 49ers. Hashtag Steelers. Chat questions and comments. Super chat. Super sticker. Super like. Super thanks. Always greatly appreciated. So, what do we got? Oh, yeah, a game pick that might be accurate, might not be. We'll have to see. It's early. First drive, pregame jitters. I mean, third down, though, and 5 after a 6-yard first play, loses a yard, and then the sack. You went forward and then backwards. Like, too much inconsistency. Okay? You got to be more consistent. You got to move the ball forward. End zone's in front of you. Yours is in front of you. Opponent's behind you. You punted. They drove and scored. That's why you're down. So, establish your running game with Najee Harris. Rock the Naj. Run double deuce. Run the goddamn fucking football, for God's sakes. But then when you're going to throw, which that 3rd and 5 he was going to throw, but obviously nobody was open because he didn't throw it away, and then he took the sack. They punt, they give the score on defense. And like I said, maybe a long game, long season if they can't stop the run. But air it out, open up this offense, throw it downfield, like with all the weapons they have, it's going to be even more pathetic than it already is if they still don't throw the football downfield. Like they brought in this player or that player via free agency or the draft. It ain't going to matter if they still don't throw the football downfield, okay? Like you can't on 1st and 10 throw a 2-yard pass, and then on 2nd and 8 throw another 2-yard pass, and on 3rd and 6 throw another 2 or 3-yard pass, because you're still going to be fucking short, okay? Work the sticks, run the football, use the middle of the field, go to your tight ends. But once you get a running game going, then go deep, or if you want to go deep and then establish a running game from there, good return by McFarland to almost the 30-yard line. Be 1st and 10 Pittsburgh from there. So they need to get some rhythm built up for sure. Get its first game, but like I said earlier, if they stink it up offensively, this crowd's going to let them hear it. And it's not going to be Kenny Pickett's fault, whether it's his fault or not. And it's not going to be Najee Harris' fault, whether it's his fault or not, or anybody offensively. It's going to be Matt Canada's fault because he's the one calling the fucking plays. But you got to give credit to San Francisco's defense, though, too, because they're making stops. Like, it's going to be as much as the player's fault as is the coach's fault, because the coaches coach and players play. But it's just, he's been here for how long now, and offensively really hasn't changed up until late last year, and then it was too late. Okay, he's back. You know, potential for this year. They looked good in the preseason, but that was a preseason. You know, it's like I'd rather suck in the preseason than be good in the regular season, rather be good in the preseason than suck in the regular season. Like, I think anybody would say that. So, a couple yard gain there. Calvin Austin be third and medium again here coming up for Pittsburgh. So, a couple plays, not even using up much clock. San Francisco touchdown drive took up about 5 or so minutes. Yeah, 3rd and 5 coming out for Pittsburgh here. And Jalen Warren, the bulldozer in the ball game with tailback. Fryermuth going to be in motion near side. And Pickett looking to throw. And near side, picked off at the 45-yard line. As, yeah, Deontay Johnson used to not being able to catch football. Now today he slips and slides, and the DB's right there to pick him off. So, Jesus fucking Christ. 3 plays and a punt. 3 plays and a turnover. And you're still down 7. And they're probably going to fucking score again here. You know, so it'll be a 2-score game nearing the end of the first quarter. You got to make a stop on defense. They rely on this defense way too damn much. And that's the thing with special teams. They need that to step up. They need good field position. They need to work clock, you know, when it comes down to it. And you can't be turning the ball over. So, I'm not even going to get into these stats, at least for the Steelers right now, because there's nothing to fucking show for. I'll tell you the 49ers stats here in a minute, you know. But just not a good start. I mean, I don't know how much, I don't even want to say it, let alone think it, but how much worse going to get. Just piss poor. I mean, that's on Deontay Johnson. Fucking slipped and... Come on, man. You know, I get the field was played on yesterday. You know, there's been a lot of rain the past week or so. But, like, for God's sakes, you've had all off season to make sure you have the right footwear, you know, let alone, you know when to cut, you know when to make a play and, you know, go for the football. Wasn't a bad throw. He just slipped and fell. And then the DB's right there and picked it off. So it's going to go down as an interception for Pickett, but it really ain't his fault. I mean, they took a chance there on 3rd and 5, and I mean, probably rather of them work the sticks maybe a little bit more, but you know, not 30 yards downfield for God's sakes. Which it seemed like it was going to be a comeback, you know, at that point where the ball was placed at. But yeah, he just slipped and fell, and it's intercepted. So this defense has to make a stop. And they rely on him too damn much. And here's a replay of it. And, well, they should have had somebody crossing over to the far side. They had everybody go to the fucking near side. Because if you had somebody go across the other side, he'd been wide fucking open, dump it off to him. He's off the races down the far sideline. Like, not that good of a play call. I mean, yeah, he put the ball where his receiver could get it. Even though they're going to say it's a bad throw. Well, yeah, no shit, it's a bad throw because it was fucking picked off. But it's more on the receiver than it was the quarterback because the receiver slipped and fell. So, no gain on the play, 2nd and 10. Defense has to get a stop. They can't give up another score here this early. Because then they're, guess what? Just going to be playing from behind. They're either up and then barely holding on, or they're down and then barely coming back. There's no in between. 2nd and 11, empty set. And over the middle, it's caught. Brandon Ayuk again. Will somebody fucking cover him, please and thank you? Minka Fitzpatrick on stop. Jesus Christ. See, San Francisco's using the middle of the field. Why can't you? It's a free game. It's a free field to use. Like, use it. This defense needs to make a stop, because then if the offense ain't doing anything, let alone the defense, they're up shit creek without a paddle. You know, as long as the defense make a stop for them or two, Highsmith on the tackle, they're holding up front. Every fucking play. Thank you. Finally a flag. 10 yards, replay the down. Holding on the offense. Yeah, 10 yards. Replay it. It'll be 1st and 20. About fucking time. Jesus Christ. But yeah, as long as the defense is making a stop, whether the offense is doing something or not, you know, okay, they're in it. But then, and vice versa, okay? Like, defense might not be doing anything, but the offense is doing something. Well, normally the offense ain't doing shit. Defense always making stops for them. But then now the defense ain't doing anything. The offense still ain't doing anything. You know, yeah, they're going to be screwed here before too long if they don't get a stop. 1st and 20 after the hold. It's only a good thing that's gone for them thus far. They caught a holding on San Francisco. Kittle on the reception to the 30, be 2nd down. See if they draw up here, as this matchup, of course, is between two of the NFL's most historic franchises. San Francisco with 5 Super Bowl wins. Pittsburgh with 6. 2nd and 14. Purdy looking to throw. Good coverage. Incomplete. He probably could have jumped the route and picked it off, but I mean, of course, yeah, you play the receiver. You play the ball. That's Purdy's first incomplete pass here today. And surprised they didn't throw a flag on it, for one, because he was on him. But that's a good no call. So incomplete over the middle on the pass. 3rd and 14 from the 30. I'd say bring some pressure, but you're probably going to drop. They bring 4. Purdy, another hold. Dumps it off to Kittle, and he gets 2 yards. So 4th and 12. They'll kick it. It'll be about a 45, 46-yard field goal from here. It'll officially be a 46-yard field goal for San Francisco here as we near the end of the first quarter. And a whistle. Play clock winding down. Flag on the play. Got a timeout by Pittsburgh. Okay. They not lined up right. Don't have the right personnel out there. Why the fuck you calling a timeout here on this field goal? You're not trying to ice him. I mean, maybe you are, though. It's his first ever NFL field goal attempt. He was good from 38 on the extra point. Normally 33, but they had the false start, or the delay game, on that. So back him up 5 yards. But yeah, here, I don't know. 46-yard field goal here still. I don't know why you call timeout. Because I'm just hopefully you don't need that timeout, right before halftime. That's all I'll say. I mean, if you can hold them to 3 after the INT, I'll take it. Of course, with next to nothing. But 46-yard field goal here by San Fran. And Pittsburgh fucking jumps off sides. Jesus Christ. And then trouble with the snap. Holder will get about 10 yards on the run. So a lot going on there, to say the least. They're clearly offsides. Fucking half the line moved. Jesus Christ. So they'll replay the down. Oh, he blocked it. Peterson blocked it. rather than trouble with the snap, he picked up and ran, and now they'll re-kick. It'll be 4th and 7, 41-yard field goal now by Pittsburgh, or San Francisco, excuse me. As Pittsburgh jumped off sides on the last one, that's why they blocked it. Chaos ensued, but 41-yarder, kicks up, kicks good. So 10-0. That would have been a big play if they didn't jump off sides and they still fucking blocked it and maybe returned it and tied this game up. You know, or at least got some good field. Still only down, 7-3, tied it at 7, whatever the case may be. But yeah, a lot happened there. Good sequence, but bad for the black and gold. And field goals up and good. So 10-zip 49ers. Pittsburgh going to get the ball back for the third time, maybe third time the charm. Maybe they break off a 66-yard run like somebody did yesterday as well. On their third drive, I might add. But we'll see. They got to establish a running game, though. I mean, they haven't run it once thus far. Like, what the fuck? So, just, they got to get something going, because if they don't here before too long, it's going to be too late. And it's on the next week. Which, in come the Browns for Monday Night Football, okay? And then they go on the road to the Raiders on Sunday Football. So, 1 o'clock game today on Fox. Then they're in primetime the next 2 weeks. And then another road game. But those nuggies trying to steal food. Maybe if you weren't as hungry or trying to steal food, you wouldn't have gone for it on 4th 25 the other night. But it's week 1. A lot is going to happen that probably shouldn't, for one. So lots of surprises. There's going to be, your typical, okay, this happened or that happened as well. But, what is it, 1980? Yeah, like I said, San Fran offensively, they picked their guy at quarterback. It's Brock Purdy. Let him the touchdown drive, let him the field goal drive. They kick off. Pittsburgh getting it back for the third time. And from the goal line on the return, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 32-yard line. So, all right, they're getting some decent returns. I mean, they've had better starting field position now every drive. From the 25 on the touchback at the beginning of the game to about the 28 on the last drive. Of course, both drives were 3 plays and a punt, so 3 and out, but then 3 plays and then an interception on the turnover, and then they give up 10 points defensively. Cameraman better get off the fucking field. And now 1st and 10 from the 32. So run the goddamn ball, please. Fake it, roll out. The Pitt to Penn State connection for number 8 to 11. Kenny Pickett to Allen Robinson. There's another Pitt to Penn State connection with 8 to 88 and Pickett to Freiermuth. But only 2 yards on that play. 2nd and 8. Can you at least get a first down? I'll take 1 first down for 1,000, please. Okay? Jesus Christ. Calvin Austin in motion. Now they run it. Najee Harris for about 1 yard. 3rd and 7. Credit San Francisco's defense. So they're going to make Kenny Pickett throw the football. They're going to make him win this game because Pittsburgh has 1 rush for 1 yard. Fucking as we near the end of the first quarter. This ain't Pittsburgh Steelers football. This is the 3rd drive, and they're about to go 3 and out again. They'll let them hear it here if they don't convert. Jalen Warren in the ball game at tailback. 3rd and 8. Go to fucking Fryermuth down the middle of the field, please. Pickett. Over the middle. Incomplete, intended for Deontay Johnson. 4th down. And they'll punt again. So 3 straight 3-and-outs to begin the game. With a turnover included. Jesus Christ. So, here we go again. Going to be another Pittsburgh Steelers heart attack game. Come down to the wire. Because they're going to be down, trying to come back late in the second half. 4th and 8. And Harvin on to boom it away. First punt wasn't that great, though. I got a whistle. Flag on the play. False start. Back them up. So, of course, going to re-punt. Former Steeler Ray McLeod back deep to receive the punt. He had some good returns, when he was in town, but then they let him walk and sort of replaced him with Calvin Austin, and then he didn't play at all last year. So it's come full circle, I guess, with the game now today and the matchup with old foes. McLeod to the 32, so San Fran will start there as well. About 3 minutes to play in this first quarter. 49ers up 10-0 on the Steelers. So, man, just, of course, not the start you would like to see by any means. 3 3-and-outs. Second drive, of course, they turned the ball over. San Francisco's capitalized off of both of those with 10 total points. Third drive to begin when we come back for them. So we'll see what they do now. Hopefully defense makes a stop. But offensively, the Steelers don't even have a first down yet. How pathetic is that? Not one first down. Not one. And they've only ran the ball once for a yard. Everything else has been caught over the middle for a couple yards, or to the side for a couple yards, or incomplete or picked off. Their offense is playing like they've never played football before, okay? This is an open practice for fucking third graders right now, okay? Like, pathetic. And hell, those third graders defensively would probably be beating them right now too. That's how bad they're playing offensively. Just, they got to get something going. They need a spark. This defense needs to make a stop. It's not that hard. But then you got to give credit to San Francisco because they're playing their game. They're balanced. They're keeping it simple. They've been consistent. They have a running game, which Pittsburgh doesn't. Brock Purdy's making some pretty good throws. They're getting first downs. They've been able to move the football forward rather than backwards. Pittsburgh's inconsistent. Up and down, all over the place. And once they go forward, then they stop. So, there's the Three Rivers, the Allegheny, the Monongahela, and the Ohio, and all of the bridges painted Steeler yellow gold. But this defense, they need to make a stop. Because if they give up another score here, whether that's a field goal, touchdown. Touchdown's even worse. You're down 2.5 scores at that point. Field goal is still 2 scores as it is now, 10. Be 13, but you need 2 touchdowns to take over. Trips near side, 1st and 10 for the Niners. Another whistle from the Zebras. Play clock winding down. So San Francisco takes the timeout coming out of the break. So obviously these teams aren't ready to start out on offense this year. College, NFL, any level, after a TV timeout. Because the play clock about to expire, got to burn timeout. It's happened way too much in the first couple weeks of the season. Just, the simple things. First and 10 for San Fran. Come on, defense. Need to stop. Purdy pump fakes, complete. And then Holcomb makes the tackle. After a 7-yard gain, second and short. Got some scores coming across the bottom ticker. We'll update those a little bit later on, so stay tuned. But McCaffrey on the run, first down San Fran. God, how in the hell can you not stop the run? TJ Watt took off his dark visor. Obviously, he couldn't see. He's playing just normal face mask now. But just frustrating start. I mean, very slow. Nothing to show for. Defense still can't make stops. That's a false start on the right tackle, 68. Over the middle, almost picked off. Peterson's getting there. He might get one, as he said he would today. He's come close now twice. So third time might be the charm next. Yeah, he's going to get one of these here before too long. And maybe that's the spark they need. They need a big stop defensively. Whether that's a stop, get the ball back, a turnover, who knows. Second and 10 for the 49ers. Pittsburgh needs a spark. They need a stop. And out of the pistol, Purdy hands off McCaffrey, but then they just give up another fucking first down run like it's nothing. Jesus Christ. Come on. It all starts up front, and they're able to block, and they're able to run. Pittsburgh can't do either. Yeah, they are in sync, and guess what? Now they're probably going to beat them with some play action here. And they'll probably end up scoring again, I'd have to guess. And a toss, McCaffrey, Mitchell. Elijah Mitchell, 25 in the ball game at running back for the 49ers now. He gets about 2 yards. Yeah, second and 8, a minute to play in the quarter. 10-0 Niners. So from the 44, second down. Purdy looking to throw over the middle, caught once again. Brandon Ayuk, but another San Francisco 49er first down. That might do it for the first quarter in the meantime. Of course, they'll switch ends, but maybe they just need to get out of the first quarter. Maybe they'll play better in the second quarter, for all we know. No, they'll snap it again here. I'm trying to draw them off sides. And that's a false start, 74. Pittsburgh might have jumped, though. Just fucking pathetic. Oh, they do say false start. Okay. So they do have to snap it again here. Well, the clock should wind. We'll let it go. Run dead. Yeah, that's the end of the quarter. San Francisco leads Pittsburgh 10-0 at the end of one. But just basic fundamentals, Steelers. Like, come on now. The stupidity. They're just not playing good. They're not. It's pathetic. 3 drives, 2 punts, a turnover, and 1 first down. Defense can't make stops either. So, 49ers lead the Steelers 10-0 once again at the end of the first quarter. Here's some stats for you. Brock Purdy's 8 of 10, 73 yards and a touchdown. McCaffrey has 6 carries, 41 yards rushing. Brandon Ayuk, 3 catches, 41 yards, and the touchdown. Kittle, 3 of 19. And then McCaffrey and Samuel have a catch for 7 yards apiece. Their defense is making stops. Of course, Jake Moody good from a 41-yard field goal. Pittsburgh on the flip side. Kenny Pickett's 4 of 6, 14 yards and interception. Najee Harris, 2 carries, negative 2 yards rushing. George Pickens has a catch for 6 yards. Calvin Austin has a catch for 6 yards. Allen Robinson has a catch for 2 yards. What the hell? Defense can't make stops. And Harvin not punting the ball that well either. Pittsburgh's been getting better field position each drive. San Francisco's had better field position, though, overall. They need to get their head out of their ass and play football. I'll say that, okay? The 49ers have 7 first downs. Steelers, big old goose egg, 0, nothing. 49ers, double the plays, way more yardage, and I might add they're also controlling the clock. So, had 1 turnover. Of course, it was Pickett's interception. The refs with 5 penalties in the first 15 to begin the game. So they're letting them play, but they're not. They are calling the obvious, but 1st and 15 here, Niners to begin the second quarter. Purdy down the middle, caught once again. Deebo Samuel inside the red zone. First down, San Fran, and yeah, this crowd's starting to get a little hostile now. Defense can't even make any fucking stops. I mean, what the hell? My God. You defending John Cena? Like, what the fuck? KZ and Quan Alexander on the tackle. 1st and 10, San Francisco. Kittle in motion out of the eye. And they'll run McCaffrey far side. Loss of a yard or 2. Quan Alexander makes the tackle. Well, gets pumped up. That's what you like to see. I mean, it's not like they're not fighting. They're playing. They're getting beat. They need a spark. They need a spark. They need a big play to go their way. Whether that's offense, defense, special teams. 2nd and 12 after the loss. Deebo in motion in the slot now. Brock looking his way. And instead goes to Ayuk in the end zone. He catches it and they say touchdown. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be fucking shitting me. San Francisco out of the gate. When Pittsburgh's had 3 drives and nothing to show for, they've had 3 drives, now 16, make it 17 points. Writes down, that's touchdown. If they would have called anything on that, they would have called a defensive hold on Pat Pete. Yeah, that's a touchdown. '49ers right now are unstoppable. Pittsburgh cannot do a damn thing. Extra points up and good. It is 17-0, 13:30 to play in the half. Steelers can get the ball back. We'll see what they got, because we've known they haven't been able to do a damn thing just yet. So, leave it at that. Purdy now officially with both touchdowns to Brandon Ayuk. Inside the red zone. 10 and 12, buck 14 and 2 touchdowns. Ayuk 4 catches, 60 yards in both scores. And then, of course, the field goal by Jake Moody. So they better do something here before too long, unless these fans are, one, going to let them hear it, which I'm sure they already are. But then two, they get up and leave and then burn the whole fucking joint down on their way out. Because they play like this today, let alone next week, the week after, all season long. I don't know if they'll be a fucking franchise at the end of the season at this point. I get it's week one, first game. You know, you got to be patient. But it's a two-way street, you know? You're trying to do what you're trying to do, yet you haven't had any luck. Nothing. They're also playing the same game, I might add, against you. And they're having success. They've drove 3 times and scored on all 3 drives for a total of 17 points. 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They're just lucky that field goal drive wasn't another touchdown drive, because then they'd be down 21-0 rather than 17-0 right now. You know, that's a big 4-point difference, especially this early. I mean, it's a big 17-point difference right now. I mean, they're down 17-0 for God's sakes. So, all right. They're talking about sacks. The defense huddling up, talking it over. They got to do something. I mean, Jesus Christ. Just, at this rate, I don't know what to say. Other than they got to do something. They got to get a spark. You know, be in for a big comeback if they do, you know, make some plays. But at this rate, as they're touchback on the kick, 1st and 10, Steelers from the 25, maybe they'll have success here in the second quarter, unlike the first quarter. They need to settle down. Relax. Take it easy, okay? One play at a time. Can you please get a first down? Pickett looking to throw. Dumps it off Jalen Warren, who gets drilled. There's a flag on the play. Probably going to be a fucking hold anyway, so 5-yard loss. They'll take the holding, back him up 10 yards. You play down at 1st and 20 rather than 2nd and 15. Yeah, it's a fucking hold. Jesus Christ. Oh, they declined it? Okay, make it 2nd and 15. So they'd rather take the loss of 5 rather than give them the extra down at 1st and 20. Yeah, I mean, what can you do? It's one of the best defensive players in the league. So 2nd and 15 now, back to the 20. Pickett looking to throw, and it's picked off again. And then dropped, incomplete. He had it, and he, I think, saw the end zone, and Allen Robinson might have punched it out, too. See a replay here, as it was intended for 11. A little behind on the throw. Yeah. And he just flat out dropped it. Pickett gets lucky there. It's incomplete. Hey, live to play another down here. Be 3rd and 15, though. So, and they still don't have first down, and probably gonna have to punt again here, because that's what they've done already twice. Make it a false start, back them up again. Oh my God! And now here come the boos. No, nobody saw this coming. You would think they'd at least have 3 points on the board. This is fucking pathetic. 3rd and 20 now, back to the 15. You're going the wrong way. Pickett looking to throw, stepping up, and then he gets sacked. Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Got a update. Jacksonville and Indy. Hey, 7-7 there. What the hell is going on? What is wrong? Other than San Francisco's flat out beating your ass. McLeod on the return. Helmet comes off and they still tackle his ass. So down he goes. Flag on the play. Just pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Got a personal foul face mask on the Steelers now. So they ripped his helmet off, still tackled his ass. So now San Francisco gets an extra free 15. So they'll start this drive out about midfield. Up 17. Just, oh my. I don't even know what to fucking say at this point. I don't. They still need to get something going. They need a spark. Because that's all it's going to take. We've seen it time and time again. With a slow start. This is pretty fucking bad, though. As bad as it's been early on in a game for them in quite a while. Like, they literally have nothing to show for it. Nothing. They've punted 3 times, had an interception, almost had another interception. They don't even have a fucking first down. They have 1 rush for 1 yard. Okay? No first downs. All the passes are less than the first down yardage of 10 yards. That's what Matt Cannon's still calling plays. Well, with him at OC and everybody they brought in, that's why I had said, still ain't going to make a fucking difference if they still don't throw the ball downfield. Well, guess what? They're trying, but San Francisco's defense is damn good. You got to give them credit. But regardless, if they're damn good, Pittsburgh, you would think, still going to be making some plays because it's, once again, two-way street. Both teams are able to make plays. They just can't because their defense is that good. And they're just fucking up. They're making mistake after mistake after mistake. Defense can't make any stops either. San Francisco's defense, 3 drives, 3 scores for 17 points with 2 touchdowns and a field goal. As I said, for Pittsburgh, you would think they'd at least have 3 right now. They can't move the ball more than 5 yards. Like, that's what I said. They are playing football like they've never played football before. Just frustrating as all hell. Because it's absolutely pathetic. They need to make a stop. They need a spark. Aerial shot of Heinz Field, Acrisure Stadium in the Steel City. All the Yinzers in full effect, but really haven't had a hell of a lot to cheer about other than some boos. We're not like Philadelphia, though. We don't throw snowballs at Santa Claus. But from midfield, yeah, after the penalty on the punt return, 1st and 10. Purdy hands off. McCaffrey, another fucking flag on the play, so the refs are letting those come out every play. See what this is. Maybe an illegal shift. Illegal motion. So, 5 yards, I'll replay it down. Last time the Steelers trailed by 17 plus points, week 1 at home, was 97. They got blown out by the Dallas Cowboys by 30, 37-7. That's a good stat, but not a good stat to be a part of. Hopefully it doesn't, repeat here today. But just, oh my God. Out of the eye, Purdy tossed to McCaffrey again, and only a yard, so 2nd and 14. They do make the tackle there. So, but yeah, defense just take it easy here. Get a few stops. They need momentum. They need rhythm. Like I said, though, they just need a big play to happen. They need something to go their way. So 2nd and long. Like, I can't state that enough. Purdy over the middle, caught. Debo Samuel gets brought down. Quan Alexander and company. 3rd down. Can you please get off the field? Can you force them to punt for the first time today? Yeah, they'll probably pin your ass deep and you'd have to go the distance. But maybe that's what you fucking need. Maybe you'd need thrown up against the wall and, you know, some sense knocked into your ass. To get your head out of your ass to, you know, get out and play football. 3rd and 7, empty set. But just watch. They'll give a fucking first down here. Be surprised if they don't. Purdy looking to throw. Over the middle. Yeah, caught. 1st down, Niners at the 30. Brandon Ayuk again. Who would have thought? Jesus Christ. This is piss poor. They should be ashamed of themselves at this point. Flag on the play. We'll see what this is. Did look like there was a hold on 74 right there. I guess not. But then after the play, personal foul on Pittsburgh. So now everything's getting to their fucking head. So half the distance from there. Yeah, just let them score again, why don't you? Yeah, no, this is not Pittsburgh Steelers football. You're playing like the fucking Cleveland Browns right now. Yeah, it is frustration. They're letting it, you know, get to their head. They got to play better. Yeah, 16-yard line now. They've entered the red zone twice, scored twice, have a 41-yard field goal, I might add. Probably about to score again. Out of the eye. And McCaffrey gets about 3, maybe 4 yards far side. 2nd down coming up. Under 10 to play in the half. 49ers lead the Steelers 17-0. Come on, defense. From the 13, 2nd and 7. Purdy gets the snap. TJ Watt, first time I've said his name today, takes him down on the sack. Ball comes out. They might say he was down, but now we got a pile. Refs are coming in to break it up. Hey, like I was saying, they need a stop. They need something to go their way. This might be it. Whose ball is it? That's a fumble. They might say joint possession by that. That's a fumble. He was not down. That ball's coming out. So TJ Watt with a strip sack fumble. And now it's 3rd down and 7, Niners ball. Take a timeout. Yeah. Oh, Tomlin challenges. So boos from the crowd because of the call, and then now cheers because he's challenging. But, I mean, I don't know how you're going to overturn that, though. Both their hands are on the ball as he flips them off under the pile, too. Fuck you. This is my ball, not yours. See, they called on the field a fumble on the sack, and they said recovered by San Francisco. They're going to give San Francisco the ball 3rd down. You have to find indisputable evidence to overturn it. Well, he was not down. That ball was free. That's a clear-cut fumble. And this is a good challenge by Tomlin. You lose it, okay, you're down a timeout. You have one left, 8.5 to play in the half. 2-minute warning to come. You still haven't, had a damn thing go your way today anyway, so this rate doesn't fucking matter. They'll look at it in the meantime. This is a big call, for sure. But then the joint possession, it looked like, it's probably going to stand as called. So more boos are going to come in. It gives the defense a reason to make a play, though. It's the first time TJ Watt got pressure all day. And you saw what happened. He got to him, sacked him, and the strip sack fumble. And so, they needed something to go their way. Sort of almost have it, but then they don't. Give San Francisco the ball. Pittsburgh challenges. Yeah, it looked like because the ref was calling in, signaling for a timeout, but he also blow the whistle. Then you see the challenge flag. Yeah, to stop it, look at it, go from there. So, we'll see what they call. I think, honestly, as it was in a pile, a lot of shit happens in those piles with stuff being said, places getting poked. As it probably should be Steeler football, it's probably not going to be Steeler football. They'll probably say stands as called, 3rd down 49ers. So 3rd and 7 from what, 10, 12 yard line or so. But then that's what I said. It gives the defense a reason to make a stop. We're going to look back at this play later with what they call, but then how the game plays out from here. So we'll see here. Okay, yeah, call stands as figured. So 3rd and 7. Crowd's into it now because they're pissed off, and rightfully so, as they should be. They need a fucking stop on 3rd down here. Force a field goal, go down 20. Can't give up a touchdown. Would like to give up nothing, though. More pressure, maybe. Get to him again. Brock Purdy getting pressured, throws it away. Incomplete in the back of the end zone. Intended for Kittle. Flag on the play, though. Holding on the offense, 10 yards as the penalties decline, 4th down. So San Fran will trot on the field goal unit and kick about a 29, 30-yard field goal here. And Moody was good from 41. So you'd think he's going to be good here. 8:26 to play in the half. So Pittsburgh's going to be down a challenge the rest of the game and down a timeout. They have one left this remaining half. And then the other challenge anytime the rest of the game, and then 3 timeouts will reset the second half. 32-yarder officially. They must have been a couple yards back when I thought. Kicks up and good. 49ers now lead the Steelers 20-0. But now this also gives the offense a reason to go out and make some fucking plays. Okay? They have the support from the fan base to begin with. They've just played like shit so far today. Like, there's no other way to put it. They have no first downs offensively. None. They have as many first downs, they have points. 0. Pathetic. But, you got 8.5, timeout, 2-minute warning to try to score before halftime. The only bad thing about being down 20 already is San Francisco can get the ball begin the second half. So come on, guys. Do something. You know, it's the meme. Poking the fucking stick. Like, come on, do something. Let's go. They're in a dazed and confused state. They are. McFarland on the return, 25-30. 35. So better starting field position continues with each drive. 25, 28, 32, 35 yard line. He might break one eventually. Patrick Peterson might get an interception today. He's come close. We'll see, but just they gotta do something. Come on. Jalen Warren in the ball game at tailback. Pickett under center. Go to Pat Fryermuth, please, and thank you. Calvin Austin, the motion, they'll hand off to the bulldozer, and he'll get a yard, maybe 2 if he's lucky. Deontay Johnson was intended once. He slipped and fell. Intercepted. Another update. We got another tie game at 7 with Carolina and Atlanta. But George Pickens has a catch. Allen Robinson has a catch, but for little yardage. They have not gone to Fryermuth at all yet. Of course, Calvin Austin working in motion, an end-around game, but another handoff. Jalen Warren, all right, hits the hole, gets 3 yards. That's their longest run thus far today. 3 yards. How pathetic is that? 3-yard run. It's their longest run. As we near halftime, they still don't have a first down. So 3rd and 5 coming up here for Pittsburgh. Please, can I get a first down? They need a spark. They almost had it with a fumble on defense there, but they need a spark. They need to get a first down. Momentum, rhythm. Oh my God. Yeah, would have been a first down if he caught it, but it was a bullet of a pass, and Fryermuth might have hurt his hand in the process, and it falls incomplete. 4th and 6. Jesus Christ. But, I mean, all they can do is keep their head up, continue to play. Presley Harvin, blue suede shoes, booms it away on the punt. Goes out about 25-yard line. So San Francisco getting the ball back again here. Oh, my. Yeah, no shit. I think we've all seen better days than this quarter and a half of play in the first half thus far. This is bad. This is bad. Like, they definitely need a talking to, which the defense already got it on the sideline. Nothing's changed. We'll see, this final 6 minutes or so, the first half, see what they get told at halftime, and then see how they play in the second half. But, moving forward at this rate, shouldn't necessarily say it's on the next week already, but it might be on the next week already with how bad they're playing. And at this rate as well, like, I don't even know if you're going to want to watch fucking tape from this game. You're just going to move on, like next week's week 1 rather than today. This is bad. This is as bad as I've seen them play early in a game. Week 1, week 2, any week during the season, regular or postseason, let alone Super Bowls. This is as bad as I think it's got early in the game, the first half. But here we are, still a couple minutes to play. This is sort of when it does turn around in their favor. They almost had it. They're on the fumble there on San Francisco's last drive before the field goal. With the slow start, it's like, all right, sometime middle second quarter, they get a play to go their way and carry that into the second half and, find a way to, come back. Whether that's to, end up winning the game or not, cut it close. They just need a start. They need a spark, okay? Starts here, there, anywhere in between. I don't care, offense, defense, special teams. They need a spark, okay? They have no momentum. Almost did, but then that's out the window now. That's bad. They have more penalty yardage than they do total yards. Like, what the fuck? 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Rolls out far side as they chase him down, and he gets maybe 3 yards. So 2nd down. I mean, cover the middle of the field. That's where they've gone all game. And stop the run. If you get the pressure on them, force a bad throw, maybe get lucky. Of course, you had the almost fumble there on their last drive too. But yeah, cover the middle of the field, stop the run. I think you'd be in good shape defensively. 2nd and 6. Purdy. Incomplete. Pittsburgh going to pick it up and run it, but they say tipped incomplete. So 3rd down and 6. And now Purdy telling the sideline he can't fucking hear. So there's an issue with his headset and his helmet. Big 3rd down for Pittsburgh defensively again here. Big 3rd down. And that's the other thing too. They're finally starting to get to his ass. Come on, defense. Empty set as McCaffrey motions out into the slot near side. 3rd and 6 from the 27. And Purdy's pass. You catch that? They're going to say, yeah, let me see a replay. Because it necessarily say short hopped, but just didn't get a look on if he caught it or not. A clear shot if he caught it or not. But they say caught, and then right there at the marker, 1st down. So they huddle. We're not going to get a replay. And we move on. 1st and 10, San Francisco. Come on, defense. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Delay a game. Deebo Samuel on the carry. Gets to the 40. There is like a half to a full second that they will let slide if it does hit zeros before they blow it. But 2nd and medium coming up here for San Fran. And a timeout. Jesus Christ. 200 total yards in this game thus far. The 49ers have 199 of them. How pathetic's that? I think the refs blew it for an official timeout for an injury. Ken Hayward's walking off. That ain't good. So still 2nd and 5 here for the 49ers. And Mitchell on the run. Another 1st down, it looks like, for the Niners. Maybe about a half yard short. 3rd and inches coming up. Under 5 to play in this 1st half. And remember, 49ers are going to get the ball back to begin the second half as well. So they could do some damage right now, even though they've already done as much as they have. You know, you might be looking at a 4, 5, 6 score game, sometime in the third quarter. And, some injuries starting to pile up. Just at this rate, get out fucking healthy. Still a lot of football to be played, though. That's a delay of game. Call it. Thank you. 3rd and 6 now. Unless they call a timeout. They did. So still 3rd and a yard. Just frustrating. They need something to go their way. I'll say that. I don't care what it is at this rate. They need something to go their way. Because I can already probably guarantee you people are, calling for this job or that job, or it's like, yeah, we're fans, armchair quarterbacks, that's a hold, and then they get the first down. So they move the 6 again, 1st and 10, but then as we'll bitch and moan and complain, they're going to coach. Of course, not that great today. They're going to play. Not that great today. But you got to give credit to the 49ers. They're playing damn good. That's what I'm saying. It's a two-way street. Like, it goes both ways. Playing the same game. They're having success, you're not. You're just getting your ass kicked. You're getting taken out behind the woodshed, to say the least, at this rate. Like, they'll still come out after halftime, but some would say they probably shouldn't. I know some fans are probably going to be leaving if they haven't already. But they need something to go their way, man. It starts there. 2nd and 8, empty set. Both teams have a timeout and 2-minute warning coming up. Pressure, missed them on the sack. And then Purdy's pass complete. Wow. Able to avoid that sack by Minkah Fitzpatrick coming off the edge. Boom. Should have been brought down. And then Purdy rolls out. Throws back, cross body. And finds Deebo Samuel for another 49er first down. So Purdy's making plays. He's playing pretty good. 1st and 10, and that'll take us a 2-minute warning. So the 49ers lead the Steelers 20-0 at the 2-minute warning here in the first half, with both teams still having a timeout. San Francisco knocking on the door, looking to score again. They're going to also get the ball back to begin the second half, I might add. So we'll see, how bad it might get. Hopefully it doesn't get to that point, but it might get there. Only time will tell. But coming out at halftime, we'll have first half stats and scores. We'll take a look around what's going on in this NFL Week 1. This is probably, I'd have to guess, I haven't seen any of the scores yet, other than what they've given us update, the biggest surprise thus far, just not without as good as the 49ers are playing, but as bad as the Steelers are playing. Like that's what I was saying. I don't think anybody saw this coming. Like this is pretty bad. You'd think they'd at least have a couple points to show for it, not the 0. But it's still a 60-minute game. Okay, it ain't over until it's over. They just need something to go their way and spark with some momentum, build up some rhythm, and go from there. Like, they need something to go their way. Yes, they need to do something good, but they also need San Francisco to do something bad with as good as they're playing. And they almost had it with that fumble. But then they give up the field goal, and then offensively they didn't do anything, and then San Francisco's driving, looking to score again here. And they're controlling the clock extremely well. Like, Pittsburgh hasn't had the ball that much, let alone, with all the 3 and outs and the punts and the turnovers they've had, they have no yardage to show for it anyway. Like, it's just, this might be one of their worst statistically played first halves to this point in quite a while. You need the stats to score. The stats will add up. Stats matter, but sometimes, they don't. That barge in the fucking river is playing better than they are because it's going faster. It's moving forward. Like, offense can't move the ball. Defense can't make stops. Almost picked off of the deflection intended for George Kittle. So, 2nd and 10. That was a close one. Come on, defense. Let's go. So, 2nd and 10. Purdy's pass, underthrown, might have been deflected to the line, incomplete. 3rd and 10. Another big 3rd down for the Steeler defense. Come on, guys, let's go. Get the ball back with some time in a timeout. Maybe, drive and score some points here before halftime. I don't know what makes me think they'll do that, though, because they haven't fucking moved the ball more than 5 yards. 3rd and 10. TJ Watt might have jumped off sides. Yeah, flag on the play. McCaffrey gets about 4, maybe 5. They'll probably take the penalty. Replay the down at 3rd and 5. Probably run the same fucking play and get a first down, I'd have to guess. A lot of penalties today. No foul. They pick it up. So Pittsburgh called their 3rd and final timeout after that play. So make it 4th and medium for San Fran. They'll punt. Steelers with a timeout. Get the ball back. Or are they going to kick a long field goal? Yeah, I thought he jumped off sides. Did he not? So how's it 3rd and 10 then? It should be 4th and 5. They ran that play. Or did they say the Steelers called the timeout before the previous play, before he jumped off sides? That seems to be the case because the offense for the 49ers still out there and Steeler defense still out there. So we replay 3rd down after all that again. Oh my. All right, here we go. Come on, defense, need to stop. Big 3rd down. And I don't think everybody was set. Another flag on the play. And a false start. Legal snap. Snap infraction. 5 yards. We'll replay it down again. 3rd and 15. So they reset the clock to 1:50 again. 5 minutes have gone by, yet no commercial break. No plays have been ran. And, of course, still no time off the clock, but a lot's happened. Come on, defense. Get a stop. 3rd and 15. They're on the 42-yard line. So if they get half this, they might kick a field goal. Purdy rolls out and then throws out of bounds, incomplete. I'd have to guess they're punting. Yeah, pin them deep. So they can luck out with a touchback, get the ball at the 20-yard line. Okay, they might have to go the distance with no timeouts and under 2 to play here before halftime. But yeah, San Fran gonna punt here. Just whatever you do not turn it over. Maybe Calvin Austin turns on the fucking Jets. He'll probably end up signaling for a fair catch because by the time he booms this, the hang time, they're going to be down there, ready to tackle him. That's a sky punt. And a fair caught, no. They down at the 5-yard line. So he played hooky, and rather than fair catch on at the 12, he lets it go, and it bounces to the 5. They down it there. Be 1st and 10 Pittsburgh from the 5-yard line. No timeouts. $1:33 to play in the half. And they got a ways to go. So just no turnovers. No safety. Just get a first down. Start there. Like, when was the last time the Steelers don't have a first down in the first half of any game? That's the stat we need to find out if it turns out to be true here in a minute 35 officially. Yeah, just get a first down. Allen Robinson in motion. Pickett looking to throw. And complete George Pickens. Near the first down marker. Did he get it? We'll see. That's a round of applause. Yes, thank you. First down Steelers for the first time today with 1:31 to play in the half. Jesus Christ. Don't ever do it again. Now a whistle. And now they're going to fucking review it. Are you fucking kidding me? So, well, you might want to think about it long and hard. You better tell us something fucking good. Come on, guys. What the hell? This is bullshit. First down of the game, you're going to try to take it away from him. It's a catch and a run, and he's right there at the marker. Oh, my God. It's going to be a lot of boos if they overturn this in these short 2nd and inches. And then you probably get up there and run it. Maybe you run a hurry up, throw it again. Jesus Christ. You can probably guarantee any other fucking time they would not be reviewing this under 2 minutes to go in any fucking game. So it's not a first down. Yeah, it's 2nd down still. You gotta be fucking shitting me. So they still don't have a first down. My God. Can you please get a first down? 2nd and a yard. They jumped off sides. Pickett looking to throw, going deep. And just a little too much for George Pickens, incomplete. I don't mind it. He wanted the flag, but he's not going to get it. They jumped off sides for one, but then he wasn't going to get the PI. Yeah, that's encroachment. That's an automatic first down. That's probably why he went deep. Yeah. So 3rd and a yard. Get a first down. Hand off Najee Harris. Thank you. Out past the 20. 25, 30, 35. Hurdles out of bounds at the 40. Flag on the play as well. Tack it on. It's exactly what they need. First Steeler first down comes without a minute to play in the first half. Or are they going to get Pickens on a hold? Probably late hit there on 22. After the runner's out of bounds, personal foul. Unnecessary roughness on the defense, 15 yards. Tack it on there, Lenore Ryan. And that's a Pittsburgh Steeler. First down for the first time today. Took almost a half-hour game time, but they should be out past midfield now with that penalty tacked on. I would think after starting where you're from, the 5 to the 49 or 47 now, yeah. Minute 16. I know no timeout. Sidelines there, though. Use it. It's your friend. Get some points on this drive before halftime. Pickett's pass. Caught. Another first down for the Steelers. Allen Robinson. They'll wind the clock. He'll run the ball back. Hand to the ref. They'll spot it. They'll go hurry up here. Come on. Let's go. Under a minute. Second and a yard. All right. Pickett gets the snap. Looking to throw again. Near side. Come back. And that is Deontay Johnson. Out of bounds. Clock stops. First and 10 Steelers. 51 seconds. And they're knocking on the door. Good block. 88. Freiermuth. Go to him. From the 23 to begin 2023, they have a first and 10 here. Down 20 to nothing as we near halftime. Pickett near side, complete again. Back to Deontay Johnson. He gets out of bounds once more. Be second and I'd say 2, maybe 3. And see if they draw up now. In the red zone for the first time today. Freiermuth, I'm telling you. You got to get some points, though, for sure now on this drive. You have Chris Boswell at kicker. He's one of the best in the league. But clock management, you can't let the clock run out on you. You got to get out of bounds because you don't have any timeouts. Second and 3. Pickett looking to throw down the middle. And intended for Freiermuth, incomplete at the goal line. He's a little slow to get up. So they did go to him, but it's incomplete. And now a whistle as he's still down. Hopefully he's okay. Time for Darnell Washington and Connor Hayward now to step up at tight end if he's going to be out. Yeah, I'm fine with that. That's not a penalty. That's just football. I mean, he hit him like that because if he would have caught it, probably would have jarred the ball loose. Freiermuth walks off after the incompletion and the big hit. 3rd and 3 now for the Steelers. You got to get something on the board. Yeah, you kick the field goal if you have to. Because this is the furthest you've gotten thus far. So, I mean, like to convert, get a first down. But if you have to kick a field goal here, kick it. Just as long as they don't fucking miss it. 3rd and 3, Pickett empty set, looking to throw over the middle. Intended for Deontay Johnson, but good coverage. They bat it down, incomplete. 4th down, kick it. Kick it. Take the points. Crowd's going to want them to go for it. Kick it. Take the points. You're down 3 scores. You kick it. It's good. You're only down 2.5 scores. You got to cut this lead somehow, some way. Oh, God. They're going to go for it. Well, you better fucking make the first down. And then you better fucking score a touchdown on this drive. Let alone if you do get the first down, drive still stalls, kick it then. Okay, San Francisco calls their 3rd and final timeout anyway. Make Pittsburgh think about it. They lined up to go for it. We'll see if they do or not. But I'd take the points. You got to kick it. You don't need to go for this. But it's going to make you look better if you do and you get it. But then if you don't, well, then you could have kicked the field goal and you could have 3 points. So, perspective. But you got to kick it. San Francisco with their 2 touchdowns, they also have 2 field goals. Kick a field goal here, maybe get another field goal, and then maybe you score two other touchdowns. you can tie this game up if the defense holds them, you know, and then you're late into the fourth quarter. Something's got to give then, man. They're going to still go for it here on 4th and 3. Anthony McFarland in the ball game at tailback. Pickett gets the throw on the screen to McFarland. He catches it, first down, Steelers. All right, they'll wind it. Go. Go. Give them the fucking football. Jesus Christ, you're not Chase Claypool. Quit fucking standing there. That's a catch. And they spike it. 2nd and 10, 23 seconds from the 11-yard line. So now they got 7 shots to punch it in because it's still not goal to go. Yeah, they're telling him, hey, give the ball to the official in the middle of the field. He'll spot it because it's, you know, timing, like, ain't going to be on your side. What the fuck, Fox? All right, there we go. Maybe. From the 11, 2nd and 10. Pickett looking to throw. Near side, come back. George Pickens gets out of bounds. 3rd down and 5. 18 seconds. Only 3 yards. 3rd and 7, excuse me. Freiermuth back in the ball game. Go to him. They're just waiting to get down to the fucking 1-yard line so they can fucking run an end around. Time ain't gonna be on their side to do that right now, okay? Allen Robinson in motion. Kenny Pickett looking to throw. And incomplete, flag. Yeah, defensive hold. We'll see if it was in the end zone or not, though, because if so, it's going to be spotted at the 1-yard line. And then with no timeouts, it's like, do you run it or do you throw it? Hope for an incompletion if you can't get it. Because then if you run it, don't get it, clock's going to fucking run out on you because you don't have the timeouts. Half the distance, they say. Yeah, it happened about the 3-yard line, not in the end zone. If it happened in the end zone, it'd be at the 1-yard line, but half the distance. So what? 1st and goal, Steelers now at the 5.5, 6-yard line, give or take. 13 seconds. Still no timeouts for either team. So play calling, it's going to get interesting here. What do they do? Because they have no timeouts. And, you know, sidelines cutting it close. Yeah. It's fucking halftime. I doubt they'd be able to run the field goal unit out this close. Going to Freiermuth, man, I'm telling you. Pickett looking to throw. Going to Freiermuth, caught, touchdown Steelers. And they celebrate with the Muth. And now this is the spark they need. We go into halftime, they'll be down 2 scores. San Francisco gets the ball to begin the second half. Defense still needs to make some stops, but this is going to be a whole new ball game come 3rd, 4th quarter, believe me. And then still, like I said at the start, an explosive play sometime in the second half might win this game. Perfect throw, great catch. Boswell for the extra point, kicks up and good. 20-7. They have life. They just went 95 yards in 1:40 and scored a touchdown. Where the hell was this at the other 29 minutes of the first half? Yeah, big first down run for the first down of the game. They get a couple penalties on the San Francisco defense. Freiermuth gets banged up, comes back in, catches it, touchdown. So, yeah, 14-play, 95-yard touchdown drive. 1:23 to be exact for a 4-yard touchdown for the Pitt to Penn State connection. Kenny Pickett to Pat Freiermuth and a Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown. 20-7, let's go. Squib it. No return. Squib it. They fucking kick it deep. I don't know why. They'll probably just take a knee anyway. But Yeah, defense is happy for sure. They still need to make some stops though defensively. All right, so we're gonna hit halftime, 20-10, 20-7. Would like it to be 10 on 20-20. Steelers have life. They score right before halftime. They trail by 13, but it's 20-7 Niners on top of the Steelers at halftime. The 49ers will get the ball back to begin the second half. The Steeler defense resting for a good, 20 minutes or so of real time, which is going to be crucial. Okay, you have the kneel down there before halftime, but the Steelers are on offense there for the minute 23 touchdown drive, which was, of course, longer in real time. But then you have halftime and then back out there. So get rested up, make some stops defensively. I think they still need to get a turnover off of them. They're going to give us highlights. We'll get into the scores in a minute. I still think they're going to need a turnover off of them, though. They've been getting better field position on each drive. So we'll see if that holds up. They definitely got to continue to run the football. They got to, even though they have a couple of decent runs, still haven't even really established a running game. It's got to be more balanced, more consistent. They got to run the football this second half if they want to come back and win, okay? They got to control the clock. San Francisco's controlled the clock thus far. They got to control the clock. Crowd has to be, on their side, which they are. But big crucial plays got to go their way. Okay, they need to make stops on third down. They need to get the hell off the field. Need turnover or two, like I said. They needed something to go their way. Almost had it with that fumble. Gave up field goal. Okay, offense, nothing to show for. San Francisco been playing well. But then Pittsburgh, from the 5-yard line to the end zone, they drive in 14 plays, 95 yards, and score prior to halftime to cut the lead. So it's 20-7 at halftime. But yeah, second half, I still think there's going to be a big explosive play by either of these teams. More so than not now, with Pittsburgh being down as much as they are, to give them a chance to get back in this game and potentially win it. As once again, last 6 meetings between these two teams, dating back to 1999, the home team has won. This is a typical, Steeler game, though, thus far. Slow start. Extra slow start, though, today, by far. Pathetic, to say the least, until they just got going. Now they have momentum on their side. That was the spark they needed of a touchdown drive prior to halftime. Defense hoped to get a stop early third quarter. Offense drive and score again. Whole new ball game. Going to come down late in the fourth quarter. Now, if defense goes out there early third quarter, give them another drive, you're back down 20, you're just going to be playing catch-up the rest of the way. We are at Heinz Field, Acrisure Stadium. They did bring ketchup bottles back. But, they have momentum now on their side, okay? Kenny Pickett looked as good as he, did on that drive as, late in the season last year. Of course, the drive, that they just scored on, best drive of the afternoon, because they haven't done jack shit thus far until then. So they have momentum on their side. I think they still need to establish a running game, run the damn ball with Najee Harris, Jalen Warren. McFarland, a big fourth down conversion there. They ended up going for it on 4th and 3, got it, and then scored another couple plays later. Not ballsy, but they had to do something. I would have taken the points. You're still down, but then they end up scoring, because if you don't score, don't get anything, at least you have the field goal. Look at it that way. And that's why also, too, you got to rely on special teams. Boswell, hell, they hadn't even gotten in field goal range until they scored for the extra point then. That's why I was saying, up until they scored, this is not Pittsburgh Steelers football. Because slow start, at least they'd have something on the board. They didn't have anything to show for it. They didn't have a first down until that touchdown drive with a minute to play. That was bad. So we'll pull some stats here as they just showed off some highlights. You got about half the slate at 1 o'clock today, the other half at 4, and then, of course, Sunday and Monday Night Football to continue on and end week 1 to begin the NFL season here this year in 2023 after on Thursday night the Lions beat the Chiefs 21-20 once more. But at halftime, Brock Purdy 13-17, a buck 44 and 2 touchdowns. He's cooled down a little bit after a hot start, even though he's made some plays. Pittsburgh just scored and has momentum now on their side, entering halftime, and San Francisco will get the ball to begin the second half, as mentioned. So yeah, Purdy 14-21, a buck 54, 2 touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey 11-52 on the ground. He's quieted as well recently. Brandon Ayuk 5 catches, 76 yards and 2 scores. Debo 4-45. Kittle 3 catches, 19 yards, and then Chris McCaffrey 2 catches, 14 yards. So yeah, 2 touchdowns from Purdy to Ayuk, and then Jake Moody 2 field goals from 41 and 32. Steelers on the flip side, Kenny Pickett now 12-20, 61 yards, and a touchdown to Freiermuth, who has the 1 catch for the 3 yards and the touchdown. Najee Harris 3 carries, 22 yards rushing. Jalen Warren 2 of 4. McFarland crucial catch on 4th and 3 for 5 yards. Deontay Johnson has 2 catches, 22 yards. George Pickens 3 of 19. Allen Robinson 2 of 11. Calvin Austin 2 of 6. Then you throw the ball more downfield, but also take what the defense gives them. You know, they need to get first downs. You know, start there. They did. They drove and scored. Like, they needed to get a drive going, and they scored. So continue to do that. They have momentum. You know, just keep at it, okay? You can't go backwards from here, because if so, the game's going to be over. Unless the defense makes stops for you and gets you out of the jam. That was early. Like, offense ain't doing shit. Slow start. Normally, defense would be making stops. No, they weren't making stops either. San Francisco up 20-0, and then, you know, the fumble, I think that's when really it all started, even though the offense afterwards didn't do anything. It took a couple more minutes. That's when it started. Crowd got more into it because, you know, they didn't have anything to cheer for because Steelers weren't doing anything beforehand. But you have the fumble leading in then to the touchdown drive, you know, a couple more minutes later, and they have momentum. So start there. They have momentum on their side, which is a good thing. Very damn good thing. They just got to keep at it, because if not, like if they go back to the way they're playing early, offense ain't doing anything, defense not making stops, San Francisco's just going to continue to score, and then you're going to be down as much as you were early. Even though you did score, like, it ain't going to fucking matter at that point, okay? So 20-7 at halftime. Quan Alexander leading the team in total tackles right now with 8. McFarland, yeah, he's done well in the returning game, I've thought, thus far, too. Like I said, they've started each drive further on up, moving on up like the Jeffersons, from the 25 to the 28 to 32 to 35-yard line. So even with that, they still haven't done anything, but it's a good starting point rather than at the 5-yard line. But I guess, hey, they want to start at the 5-yard line because then they're, you know, backs are up against the wall and they know they got to do something, and then they drove 95 yards and scored. So, hey, I guess whatever you got to do, whatever fucking floats your boat. Just go out and play, one play at a time, you know, execute, keep it balanced, keep it consistent, but drive and score. Find a way to win this game is how I'll end that. Steelers have total of 6 first downs now, and all 6 were on that touchdown drive. 49ers with 14. Both teams are 1-1 on 4th down. A lot of penalties. It's about split, though, down the middle with the yardage. 7 for 49 for the Niners and 5 for 45 for the Steelers. But then, yeah, you look at the time of possession, clock management, 21 minutes to 9 in advantage of the 49ers. So Pittsburgh, run the ball, control some clock, drive, score some more points, get yourself back in this game, and then find a way to win. Okay? Because we know you can do it, and I'd hope you guys know you can do it as well. So, week 1 in the NFL now, as they'll kick off the third quarter here shortly. Once more, thank you for tuning in and watching my NFL San Francisco 49ers, Pittsburgh Steelers live watch along reactions, live right here on YouTube. As always, I'm your host, Encyclopedia Sports, Cohen Luke 96. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. The links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Hit that red subscribe button, notification bell next to it, live right here on YouTube. Stay up to date. Thumbs up if you want Pittsburgh to come back to win. Hopefully you smash that thumbs up button. Share hashtag NFL, hashtag 49ers, hashtag Steelers. Chat questions and comments, super chat, super sticker, super like, super thanks. Always greatly appreciated, as this video is powered by both Rogue Energy and HopeKThrifts. Rogue Energy, be sure to get your favorite energy and hydration flavors in can or tub form, shakers, and Rogue Energy merch at the link in the description below. Use code LUKE123, that's LUKE123, L-U-K-E 123 for 10% off. HopeKThrifts, a secondhand resale shop that focuses on sustaining the environment in a cheap and fashionable way, as most items are $20 or less and include brands like American Eagle, Converse, Free People, and Shine, among others. HopeKThrifts found on Depop, Instagram, Macari, and Poshmark at HopeKThrifts. That's HopeKThrifts. So be sure to use the message seller code CHEAPTHRIFTS, CHEAPTHRIFTS, CHEAPTHRIFTS for 10% off. Link also in the description below. So, week 1 in the NFL. Right now, of course, the 49ers leading the Pittsburgh Steelers 20-7. I'm sure the tribal chief is loving this, but Pittsburgh needs to sort of be like the honorary Uso, main event right-hand man Jey Uso, and hell, even nobody's bitch Jimmy Uso right now, and find a way to come back and win this game. The Steelers need to finish the story, if you will. So yeah, 20-7 at halftime. The only other game on right now that's also at halftime is Titans Saints. Tennessee leading New Orleans 9-6 at halftime in a field goal contest, as both Tim Shaw and Steve Gleason, both who have battled ALS. We are Penn State for Tim Shaw, as well, of course, Gleason with the block punt after Katrina back in 2005. They were today's honorary captains for that game. So shout out to both of them. So 49ers, Steelers, Titans, Saints, both at halftime. Every other game on right now at 1 o'clock is early, mid-third quarter already. Yeah, it's almost fucking 3 o'clock, and we are just now going to be coming out of halftime. So long first half. Panthers lead the Falcons 10-7, mid-third quarter. Early third quarter, the Browns are on top of the Bengals 10-0. Tied up in Indy with the Jags and Colts at 14 apiece. Bucks and Vikings tied at 10 as well. And then the Cardinals lead the Skins, the Washington football team, now Commanders, 13-10. Ravens on top of the Texans, 15-6. Still to come, week 1 in the NFL after the Lions beat the Chiefs 21-20 on Thursday night to begin the season. Later on today, Packers, Bears, Raiders, and Eagles. That'll be the first Amazon game of the season. Next Sunday in the NFL, we'll have Packers, Falcons, Raiders, Bills, Ravens, Bengals, Seahawks, Lions, Chargers, Titans, Bears, Buccaneers, Chiefs, Jags, Colts, Texans, 49ers, Rams, Giants, Cardinals, Jets, Cowboys, Skins, Broncos, Dolphins, Patriots is Sunday Night Football, and then we have 2 Monday Night Football games next week. The first being Saints, Panthers, and then the other at 8 o'clock. The Pittsburgh Steelers will host the Cleveland Browns as we begin the second half, though. Today, week 1, 49ers on top of the Steelers, 20-7, and it'll be 49er football, 1st and 10. after the opening kickoff to begin this third quarter. Pittsburgh's defense, they need to stop. So here we go. Well, 25-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Niners. How about a little bang bang from the Bolt Club to the Niner gang? 1st and 10. Kittle in motion. Purdy gets the snap, fakes the give to McCaffrey, pump fakes on the throw, and then it's caught. Deebo Samuel with the first down marker, first down San Fran, and as we begin the third quarter. So, what Tomlin have to say? Yeah, they got to possess the football. They haven't had the ball more than 10 minutes. They got to get first downs. They got to run the football. A dismal first half is right, yeah. Pissed. 1st and 10, I'd say so. Handoff, McCaffrey on the run, spins, and first down, and now he's off to the races after a big block. Cuts back in, and he'll score. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Needed a stop. You know what they gave up? In a minute. It was the spin move off of the hit. And then a good block by Ayuk. See a replay and see who put on his ass. And then he cut back in, missed another tackle, and dives into the end zone. Extra points up and good. San Fran now back up 27-7, a minute into the second half on top of the Steelers. Here's a replay. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, simple run. Cut in. Yeah, off the tackle, spins. Good block by Ayuk on DeMonte KZ. And then cut in, cut back out. Peterson's on ice, and they finally wrap him up at the goal line, but he dove into the end zone as a touchdown. Jesus Christ. Just pathetic. This defense. They can't stop the run. And this is the Christian McCaffrey that we know. To talking about explosive play sometime in the second half to win the game. Well, we're not even a minute in the second half, and there's your explosive play. That'll probably, unless Pittsburgh can do something, and a lot of it, give the 49ers the win. We still got a whole half to play. So you have the momentum for the Steelers out the window after that. See what the offense does. Touchback on the kick. 1st and 10, Pittsburgh at the 25 now. So, just frustrating. You have something good go for you, and then boom, get punched right back in the face and knocked down and out. You go again. So they need to punch back. They need to show some signs of life. They're fighting. They're getting back up. Allen Robinson in motion. Pickett looking to throw. Over the middle, caught. Okay, Deontay Johnson out to midfield. Would have liked. Oh shit. Would have liked the first down, but then he cut. Ran upfield. Now he's holding the back of his right hamstring, and he's in pain. That ain't a good sign. Yeah, just a missed tackle. He broke it. First down. And then when he planted there about the 48-yard line, right there, his hamstring probably fucking popped. And then he's down. And they say he just limped off. They're going to go commercial break, though. So, be 1st and 10 Steelers out past midfield. So, maybe it's just explosive play after explosive play after explosive play now this second half. You know, and then something's got to give, bend but don't break on defense, and, you know, find a way to get back in it. And I mean, like I said earlier, thought the first team probably 20 points was going to win this game because I thought it was going to be low scoring defense showdown. Nah. San Francisco, of course, got to 20. It wasn't a low scoring defense showdown. Of course, Pittsburgh scored. They scored again. Pittsburgh looking to score again. But is all our last names now who has live sports? All right. But just they got to capitalize now off that big play. Hopefully Deontay Johnson's okay. If not, at receiver, it's going to be George Pickens, it's going to be Allen Robinson, and it's going to be Calvin Austin III. But then they also got to get the tight ends more involved then at that point. Go to Freiermuth, go to Darnell Washington, go to Connor Hayward. So, work the screen game. It's not like, you know, he goes down, you know, it's over with. No, it's next man up mentality. You play on with who you have. That's why you have 53 on the active roster. They also have Miles Boykin. He looked a little shaken up, though, on a special teams play earlier, I noticed. You know, they have a practice squad just like everybody else in the National Football League do as well. Gunnar Olszewski is inactive today, but he's also on the roster. So they have, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say depth, but they have, let alone talent, which they do, but they have guys who can go make plays. He went in the medical tent, now he's coming out. His helmet's still on. They didn't take it from him. But it's his back right leg. It's his hamstring is what it is. 1st and 10 Steelers from the 49. They run a screen with Jalen Warren. And he'll bulldoze for about 2 yards. Should have been a, you know, tackle for loss, let alone no gain. But he got a couple yards there, so we'll take it. 2nd down and 8. Early third quarter here. Pittsburgh trying to respond to the 49ers touchdown to begin the second half, let alone add on to their touchdown they just had before halftime. So 2nd and 8 now for the black and gold. And now Deontay Johnson's going to go into the locker room and probably get that checked out. Yeah, they'll probably x-ray him. 2nd and 8, handoff Warren up the middle. And 3 yards for him, so 3rd and 5 coming up. Talk about Warren and Tyler Warren for Penn State and Jalen Warren for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I found out recently the Penn State cups, the Penn State mugs, let alone some of the Steeler cups and mugs as well. Cheers, everybody. These are, in fact, made in Warren, Pennsylvania, right up the road here in Happy Valley, up towards Bradford. So 3rd and 6 for the Steelers. I'll wait to take a swig, depending on how this play goes. 3rd and 6 from the 45. Trips in a bunch near side. Pick it out of the gun, looking to throw. Rolls out now near side. And then airs it out in a little high, incomplete. Caught by somebody on the sideline, but caught by nobody on the field. So incomplete, 4th down. And they'll punt and have to pin San Fran deep now, it looks like. So here comes Presley Harvin. Oh, shit. God damn it. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be shitting me right now. Can everybody still hear me, maybe? I don't know. Is the stream even still running? Looks to be the case. God Damn, really? That was funny. Not. Alright, so where the hell did that go? Everything just shit the bed. First and 10. As I try to pick up the pieces here. Hopefully you can still hear me. I have no clue what the hell just happened. Looks like some shit fell. Yeah. I'm a dummy. Say it with me, LA Knight. That's a first. With what happened. A little pathetic, but all right. Hold on a minute, folks. I'm getting there. Trying to watch the game in the meantime. Continue to see what the hell's happening. Hopefully you can still hear me. Let me know in the comments below if you can. Be greatly appreciated. Always something fucking new, I tell you. Always something new. 49ers just got another first down in the meantime. That's not surprising. Alright, so where the hell are we here? What the fuck happened? Steelers stuff them. Say hello, John Wayne. Maybe. Huh? Does that work? Yeah, what the fuck happened? All right, there we go. Obviously, something got knocked over, and then it hit the cord, and then everything went downhill from there. And then I had to move a couple things here, and man, just hopefully you could have, still heard me. Not a hell of a lot's happened in the meantime. 49ers still have the ball. They're starting to drive again. So this happened when the Steelers punted? 3rd and 6, they get a sack. All right, they're getting the ball back. So I guess we had to go through that little detour to get to this point. And if it ain't this, it ain't that, it's something else. It's always something, man. Like, knock on wood, surprisingly, it hasn't been, the normal difficulties. Today, man, that was, I'm so sorry. Flag on the play. That's going to be a fun recap watching that back live. Seeing what the hell exactly happened, and the fall down, really. So the 49ers punt. Did hell freeze over? All right. No, let it go. God damn, he picks up the 5. Okay, but maybe a couple yard difference, but just don't fumble it. All right, yeah, I think we're back up and running. We're good. That looks right. Okay. As I said, say hello to John Wayne and my favorite John Wayne movie, The Sons of Katie Elder. To block the view before I got it back up and running work, right? Just because I didn't know if it was out or what. And what the fuck? Pizza, Little Caesars, yeah. George Kittle's obviously one of the spokesmen for him. Oh, all right. But yeah, just I didn't even know what to fucking say. That was a new one. I'll have to add that to the list with shit that's gone wrong while streaming. It obviously had to have happened. Hopefully it doesn't again, but when I took a drink, I obviously set it down. I might have moved my foot or something. I don't know. I might have stepped on something. Hell, I might have stepped on the cord and didn't even realize it. But I think when I put the drink down, something nudged, or maybe the drink fell. Yeah, I think the drink fell because I think I said son of a bitch. You know, shit. I'll have to watch that back. If anybody knows what you want, let me know in the comments below. Well, thanks for tuning in again, but I guess we're having some fun in this blowout for what it's worth. We're trying to come back though. But yeah, I set my drink down, it fell, and I think it was just domino effect after that. And somehow the cord, even though the cord's, you know, by itself then, away from stuff that, you know, could interfere. Obviously, whatever fell, fucking fell into that, and yeah, everything collapsed as the Steelers. Well, they didn't even get high enough to collapse this game thus far. But yeah, cheers again. We'll drink away the 20-point deficit that it is. But I'll be sure to now put my drink elsewhere in front of me rather than off to my side so that doesn't fucking happen again. Yeah, the drink obviously just fucking fell, and domino effect with everything else, and boom. And then on my end, it looked like, once again, it looked like everything was still running, but I didn't know if it was or not. Pickett looking to throw far side, caught by Calvin Austin. He's going to have to step up with Deontay Johnson out. Because remember, right before it fucking did what it did, the Steelers injury report, yeah. Both Cam Hayward and Deontay Johnson are out. That's not good. That's 2 main starters. It's week 1. It's a long season. But then Najee Harris, a couple yards there, 3rd down coming up. Let's see what the distance is. 3rd and 4? Yeah, 3rd and 4. Pickett looking to throw, and behind the receiver, incomplete. 4th down, no punt again. Time's ticking away. Not looking good. 5:55 to play in the 3rd quarter. They're still down 20. And pass was just behind. They need to connect. They need to sync up. San Francisco has been connected, but Pittsburgh hasn't been. The only good thing they had for him so far today was that touchdown drive before halftime. and a bad punt, but Ray McLeod picks it up. Good return inside the Steeler 40. So good, damn good starting field position for the 49ers. Probably their best of the day thus far. So 20-7 with 5:42 to play. But yeah, we saw the drive. Deontay Johnson went down. The Steelers were punting. So I was talking about Warren, and yeah. Then shit hit the fan. 49ers punted on that drive anyway. So I guess that's why I said when that happened, we didn't miss much as it was. Hate that it happened. So once again, I'm sorry. That's on me, but as long as it wasn't a technical difficulty, which is out of my hands, when it's normally the buffer disconnect and reconnect, which that does it itself. The big bad thing is the overheat issue that I've been experiencing lately, as I noted in the description below. Like if there's a technical difficulty, I'll try to get the stream back up and running as soon as I possibly can. But that's with Apple and YouTube, and like I said, I fixed it before, obviously with what I fixed. Wasn't the right answer to the solution, because it happened again recently. But yet, from yesterday to today, like, knock on wood, it hasn't happened yet today. Like, what the hell? Like, that shouldn't be, like, just doesn't make any sense. Because it shouldn't be happening, for one. I get shit doesn't make sense, but just something you gotta deal with and move on. So that's why I wanted to keep talking. If in fact you could hear me, I don't know if you could or not. I'll have to go back and watch that. Make an ass out of myself. I've never had that happen. No. So hopefully, knock on wood, doesn't happen again. It might, probably won't. Hope it won't. But that's that situation. And even since then, still not a hell of a lot's happened. Deontay Johnson got hurt. 49ers punted. Steelers just punted. 49er football, good field position, 1st and 10 inside the Steeler 40, up 20 to 7. So the Steeler defense still needs to make a stop. Plain and simple. They need a turnover. They need another spark. They need more momentum, because that all went out the window. 49ers first drive of the second half when they, had that long rushing touchdown by McCaffrey. So, and then since then, Pittsburgh offensively, they haven't been able to do anything anyway. They got to midfield. Deontay Johnson got hurt, but then the drive stalled. Just got the ball back again. Drive stalled again. So Purdy goes down on the sack. Ball's out. There is a flag on the play, they say. And it's Steeler football. TJ Watt has it. That's Steeler football. Let's go. That's exactly what they needed again. He's like, I had you earlier. Then he took it away. I definitely got you now. Strip sack fumble by TJ Watt once more on Brock Purdy. Didn't even fucking see him. Michael Orr must have been blocking for him. Penalties decline. Or added to the end after the fumble, 1st down Steelers. So it's a double. They get the strip sack fumble, Pittsburgh ball, and then a penalty by the Niners after the fact. Tap that on, 15 yards, automatic 1st down for the Steelers. Let's go. You're down 20 as you were earlier going into halftime. You scored in a minute 23. 49ers had good field there. They turned the ball over. Now you got good field. You're down 20 as you were. Go drive and score. You have a quarter and a half, 3 timeouts, 2-minute warning. Come back. Let's go. It starts now. From the 39, Kenny Pickett looking to throw over the middle, caught Najee Harris. And then he'll get about 3, maybe 4 yards. 2nd and 6, they say. Allen Robinson in motion to slot top of your screen. Left to right for Pittsburgh here. Kenny Pickett looking to throw. And flag on the play. It'll be caught. Calvin Austin the third. First down. Decline the penalty. Or are they getting offensive pass interference? That's more defense right there. Yeah, he was hugging him as he went down before he caught it. Pass interference. Defense. Penalties decline. First down Steelers. So the 49ers are shooting themselves in the foot with penalties. It's helping out Pittsburgh. I'll take it, but like if they end up losing this game, they're going to be wondering what the fuck just happened. 1st and 10 Steelers. Okay, now the pass is incomplete, so they'll enforce the 15-yard pass interference. Still automatic first down for the Steelers, though, which it sort of works out in their favor because it'll tack on a couple more yards. Rather than 2nd and 6, they got 8 yards on the reception or so. They say incomplete. Yeah, take the fucking 15-yard penalty. Be at the 25-yard line here. 24-yard line, 1st and 10 Steelers. Pickett, near side, complete, Connor Hayward. Ooh, boom, that's a fucking late hit. Where's that flag? 8 yards, first down. So 2nd and short here, 2nd and 2. Come on, Pittsburgh, let's go. Pickett looking to throw again. Pump fakes all day in the end zone. Too much. But another flag? No. They say Hayward tripped and fell. No pass interference. We'll see about it here. Probably good no call, though. But incomplete. I mean, you're throwing flags for less shit than that. I mean, come on. You probably should have threw one again. 3rd and 2. They call timeout or delay a game? Timeout Steelers because they can't get the fucking playoff. So they got 2 left this rest of the game. Hopefully they don't need it. Remember, they still have a challenge left too if they need that. So be 3rd and 2, still 4:10 to play after the timeout. Yeah, they're going to show off the new head coaches, but then they're going to show off Mike Tomlin's been in Pittsburgh for as long as he has, since 2007. Third and 2. Pickett hands off Najee Harris. And he gets the first down. That's Steeler football right there, around the football down your fucking throat. Get the first down, move the sticks. 1st and 10. First and 10 from the 14. See what they do here. Pickett on a fade near side in the end zone. George Pickens, he caught it, but then they're going to say he's out of bounds. Incomplete. Yeah, wow, that's right. He caught that? Yeah, he did. See a replay, though, if he had his feet down. Yeah, he caught that. Yeah, just a little one-handed snag, but just about a couple blades of grass in the sideline for his one foot to be down and then his other to drag. So, yeah, it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Oh, yeah, McFarland in the ball game with tailback. They run the screen game with him again. Ooh, to the 10, sort of clotheslined him from behind on the tackle. 3rd down and, about 5 coming up? 6? Yeah, it might have been a horse collar. Play on, 3rd and 4 from the 8. Fryermuth motions in, motions back out. Pickett looking his way, avoids a sack, dumps it off Jalen Warren, and he'll try to bulldoze his way, but he's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. Now you got a decision to make. Do you kick it? You're still down 17. Do you make it, or do you go for it here on 4th and 4? Get the first down, end up scoring, touchdown. You're down 2 scores then. The difference is, Steelers score 3 more touchdowns for 21. They'd have 1 more point than the 27 the Niners have, but they can hold. They're going to go for it 4th and 4 here. Pickett. Over the middle in the end zone, incomplete. And they wanted a flag, they're not going to get it. So the defense going to have to get another stop for him. So they drove all that way and nothing to show for it. I mean, it's not a bad decision to go for it, but then you'd also probably like to have the points, because then it gets into a 2-point, conversation if you'd score again a couple more times later and then go for 2, let alone as these legends are, coming back and playing football for Pepsi. Of course, then it has Tom Brady at the end and, teases the penalty return. But then if you go for it, just get the first down, don't score on that play, which they didn't anyway. But then the drive still stalls and then you got to kick a field goal. Then you just wasted that time, But so yeah, they get the fumble, but then they don't get anything out of it. So they couldn't capitalize. But it's not a bad decision to go for. They sort of had to. But you'd also like to have 3 points because, like I said, 27-10. All right. You score again, go for 2 and get it. It's 27-18. Score. Go for 2 again. You'd still be down a point. And then it'd have to come down to, they couldn't even get fucking balls well field goal range, earlier on any other drive if they could hold the whole entire time. The other thing about this is okay, they went for it, didn't get it. San Francisco's now going to start at the 8-yard line. So defense gets a stop. Maybe Pittsburgh offensively gets some better field position again the next drive, let alone get another stop on defense and a turnover, maybe a pick 6 or something, or scoop and score of some sort, or hell, even just a turnover in general, and then even better starting field position, you're right back where you started from inside the red zone, and then you punch it in, and then not much time's come off the clock, and then you're still down 2 scores. You sort of trade that touchdown you didn't get for a touchdown you might get. You would get it if you catch my drift. And then we still got a whole quarter to play after this. So, we'll see. 27-7, 49ers, 2:02 to play in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 for them from the 8-yard line. And they'll run the ball. Work clock, McCaffrey. Yeah, Pittsburgh can't fucking stop them. That's a 1st down run. That's going to be their downfall today. let alone, the rest of the way here, especially down as much as they're down by, and then the rest of the year because they can't stop the fucking run. And they're getting banged up and got a few injuries as well on both sides of the ball already. And McCaffrey on the give again. A couple more yards up the middle for him, but be second down. Another update. How did they not blow that dead? Colts up on the Jags 21-17 without Jonathan Taylor. There's Cam Hayward on the sideline in sweats. He's out for the rest of the game. From the 22, 2nd and 7. Under a minute to play here in the third quarter. So time's on the Steelers' side. Pass complete to McCaffrey. Marcus Golden on the tackle. Now some pushing and shoving after the play. Third down. But that'll probably do it for the quarter. They don't have to snap it if they don't want to. So, yeah, at the end of the third quarter, it's going to be the 49ers on top of the Steelers. 27-7. So, really didn't do anything in that third quarter. I mean, they scored just prior to halftime, 20-7. And then they give up the touchdown as third quarter, second half begins. Yeah, they need a third half and a fourth half and a fifth and a sixth to probably come back and win this. But they gave up the touchdown, had some punts back and forth with the two teams, but then they get the fumble and then nothing to show for it. San Francisco's driving now. They've controlled the clock. They're up 20. They're going to run the ball, work clock. Why the hell not? Why wouldn't they? Why shouldn't they? And Pittsburgh can't stop them. So it's getting to that point that, like, they needed the score on the last drive for sure. They needed probably a field goal on another drive. Make it a low scoring 10-point, 2-score game at that point late to give themselves a better chance. I mean, they're down 3 scores. They need not necessarily a miracle, but a miracle at this point, okay? It's just to that point in time. Time's on their side. They can't stop the run. They're going to run the ball, work clock. Because like I said, why shouldn't they? So the defense needs stops. Really haven't got them. Once, maybe twice, but nothing major. And then the offense, other than the one touchdown drive, really haven't had anything to show for it. I mean, they had that drive just there, and then nothing though. So just not a good start, just not a good start. So that'll be, come next week, start faster. Especially in a rivalry game. You're playing the Browns at home on Monday Night Football. So, here I come. Dun, dun, dun. That's what that fumble, the second one, not the first one, even though the first one could have been crucial too. The offense didn't do anything after it anyway. They needed to do something on that drive and they didn't. 3rd and 4, Purdy's pass complete. Brandon Ayuk far side, and Levi Wallace and Cole Holcomb on the tackle. So now Trent Williams is down injured, holding his stomach. Just frustrating, you know. But the thing about this is, it's one game, okay, and it's a game against an opponent from the other conference. Like their next couple games, yeah, no doubt about it, are in the AFC. One in division next week, the other two on the road. Of course, at the Raiders and at the Texans. Like last year, really, the Dolphins kept them out of the playoffs with that loss down in Miami on Sunday night. You look at it overall, that was the one game. If they would have won with how they finished, if they would have won, they would have been in. But McCaffrey on the run, Keanu Benton on a nice big tackle. Second down coming up, 2nd and 7. But like this shouldn't affect them that much, because one, it's only one game, but then two, it's against an opponent that's, you know, out of the conference, and it's not the Super Bowl, okay? So Caffrey on the toss, and Highsmith pushes him out. Yeah, 3rd and short. But it's just, you move on. It's just a tough start, you know. Third and 2. They need to stop. They need to get the hell off the field for sure. If they don't, you know, you're looking at them working more clock. Under 10 to play, you're still down, and even if you would score late, it ain't gonna be, you know, worth anything other than, yeah, it'll go on the scoreboard and be a part of the box score, but be pointless, you know, because it's just not, other than you get reps. Purdy looking to throw, pass incomplete, 4th down, they'll punt. So Pittsburgh will get the ball back. But all right, so you got the field. We'll hold off on that last thought for a little while longer, but just, it's true, like that, if, you know, they would convert, continue to drive, well, and score again, game would for sure be over. But if not, still work clock, get the ball back, you're still down as much as you are, time in on your side. Like I said, then if you score, then if you get meaningful reps, it's not going to matter, you're still going to lose. They get off the field, still 12:52 to play, 2 timeouts, 2-minute warning. There's still a chance they, you know, make some noise. So we'll see here. But they're going to have to go a ways. Hey, their touchdown drive started at the 5-yard line. This drive going to have to start at the 4-yard line because they just pinned them deep inside the 10. So let's go. They'll go to commercial break, 12:44 to play. And Pittsburgh down 20. Just once again frustrating, but I guess, yeah, every dog does have its day. But I'll leave it at that. We'll see what they do next, and we'll go from there. Just, as always, once again, thanks for tuning in and watching. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. Thumbs up button. Share. Chat questions, comments, super chat, super stickers, super like, super thanks. Always greatly appreciated.
We don't know any first responders who only give 90%. The farmers, the workers who build our towns, roads, infrastructure, they don't stop at halfway. And good luck finding a small business owner who's happy with an 80% effort. That's why they use Ford trucks.
First and 10, pass complete to Calvin Austin at the 10. He gets to about the 13-yard line, be second and short. Yeah, they need to build off of this, for one. Learn from their mistakes. Yeah, get something positive out of it. But game ain't over just yet. I'm not saying they're going to come back and win, but maybe make some noise here. Allen Robinson pass complete to the 25-yard line. First and 10. First and 10, another pass complete. Calvin Austin. Almost to the 40-yard line. They'll move the sticks. First and 10, Pickett dumps it off Najee Harris, who gets tackled right away, so no gain on the play, maybe even a loss of a few, but second down. Second and 12, Pickett looking to throw, and another pass complete, Connor Hayward. First down. Yeah. Well, the run today, they were stopping it. So, I mean, Pickett's got to throw. You know, I mean, you'd like to be balanced, so mix it in here and there. They'll run it here. Najee will get to midfield. First down Steelers on 3rd and a yard. So maybe they score quick. Maybe get a stop on defense. Can... You know, score again real quick. You know, I mean, you're looking at a one-score game with under 5 to play. First and 10. Pickett. Down the middle, and it's picked off. 10 for Connor Hayward. And the Troy Polamalu look-alike lateral is at far side. I don't know if that's legal. They push him out about the 10-yard line. That might have been a forward lateral. He was going to get tackled, so that's why he lateraled it. But that'll probably be it. Yep. Another interception. This is good defense. Ball was deflected. Good block. Yeah, that's a fucking forward pass. Mason Cole pushed him out. Yeah, it'd be San Fran ball. They'll move it 5 yards from there. And have first and 10. You just can't turn the ball over. You know? Let alone be down by as much as you're down by. He's having some fun with it. And he was going to get hit, so that's why he got rid of it and lateraled it, but then the penalty because it was a forward lateral. So 49ers ball, first and 10, up 20, 27-7. Just frustrating. First and 10 from the 49. 10:08 to play. Purdy hands off to McCaffrey, and Adams brings him down. Along with Landon Roberts. He had a hot start, but then he simmered real quick, let me tell you. Second and 4. Let's go Niners chant from the fans that made the trip. Toss to McCaffrey. and then he gets another first down. So they're just considering run the ball and work clock, and that'll be it. You know? That's what I said. They definitely score again. Game's over. I mean, game's probably over now as it is after the interception. Because time just ain't on their side, and they're down by as much as they're down by, and really never got going today. You know, they had one good drive before halftime. Another good drive, and they went for it, didn't get it on the fourth down. And then that other drive, you know, it was going okay, and then they turned the ball over. So they got to run the football, though, for one. They got to make stops on defense for two. Just can't turn the football over either, you know? Like, plain and simple, end of story. There's really not much else to it. It's just the 49ers are better than them here today. They're flat out beating them. You know, they're kicking their ass. I mean, they did slow it down. It's not as big and bad as it was earlier. I mean, it was like boom, 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 one after another with the touchdowns and the field goals. And then they scored again, and then that screen's incomplete. Or did they say fumble? Steelers recover. If so, it'll be incomplete. 3rd and 12 coming up. But you got to give it to them. I mean, they've played so much fucking better than the Pittsburgh Steelers have today. They have. It's just tough way to start the season, you know. It's only one game, though. You know, it's only one game. And the standard is still the standard. So, 3rd and 12, here we go. They can make a stop. Purdy gonna tuck it and run. And he gets a fucking first down. Jesus Christ. They can't fucking catch a cold. They can't stop a dump truck from driving through a nitroglycerin plant, for God's sakes. I mean, come on. .707 and counting to play. Steelers are definitely going to need James Bond to show up and have him find a way to come back and win this game. Handoff, no game to play, 2nd and 10. But yeah, seemingly this is going to be all she wrote, and has been for the most part since the start of this game. You know, from 7-0 to 10-0 to 17-0 to 20-0. And then 20-7 at halftime, and then they score a minute in the second half, and then Pittsburgh's had their chances. They've had their chances once they, you know, had something going. And then turnovers killed them. The run game killed them. Not making stops on defense killed them. You know, when you give up, you know, 20 points in the first half, and you didn't get a first down until your first scoring drive of the game with a minute to go in the first half, let alone a minute in the second half, give another touchdown to them, and they've scored more points than you, yeah, you're going to lose. You deserve to lose. Because they're flat out better than me. But this is the San Francisco 49ers for you. You know, they've been in this spot for how many consecutive years now? And it's because they can run the football and they play good defense. Brock Purdy ain't a, you know, superstar, Super Bowl winning quarterback just yet. I mean, they've come close. But regardless of who's been their quarterback, they've been able to find ways to win. Rely on special teams too. Like, they're damn good. They are. And that's what they asked earlier. Okay, is it 49ers, you know, that good, or the Steelers this bad? Well, one, it's week 1. It's the first game. You know, it's when the games really matter. care less what you did the fucking preseason. But no, it's the 49ers are this good again, as they said, which is true. And it's, Pittsburgh's there, but they're not elite as they, once were. Even though they still are the steel curtain, black and gold Pittsburgh Steelers. So that's why I don't want people saying, well, Tomlin needs to get fired. They need to make a quarterback change. They need to do this. They need to do that. No. It's one game, okay? It's the first game of the season. Now, if this keeps up, they don't have a running game. They're not playing good defense. They're not doing this. They're not doing that. Whatever the case may be. Then we'll have that discussion. 40-yard field goal by the 49ers. Kicks up, kicks good. 30-7 with 5:30 to play. Pittsburgh going to get the ball back, but, they need to score 3 times and, field goal just to take a 1-point lead, which time in on their side, and this game's over. But now it's, adding to the stat book, getting some more meaningful reps against a good defense. Just frustrating, But no, I don't want people saying this or that this needs to happen, this needs to happen. What needs to happen is they need to run the football more. They need to open up the offensive playbook a little bit more. I mean, they were trying to throw it downfield. You got to give them credit. The passes, because of the good defense, just weren't there because of the coverage, let alone they were tipped and then picked off. Because both interceptions really weren't Pickett's fault. They weren't. The one, Deontay Johnson, slipped and fell. And then the other, might have been a little bit behind. He's had numerous passes today be behind the receiver. But it was tipped even before it got to the receiver, and then it was picked off. And then returned for a decent amount, and they just kicked that field goal. And took more time off the clock in the meantime, too, I might add. So, no, what they need to do is run the football, open up the offense playbook a little bit more. I mean, you don't want to give everything away just yet. It's week 1. I don't know if they would have gave away too much of the preseason to this point or not. Even though, half the team ain't even on the roster anymore, just for everybody. Or what, but no, run the ball more, open up the offense playbook. They need to execute. They need to make fucking plays. They need to move the ball. They need to make first downs. They need momentum. They need rhythm. They need to make stops on defense. They need to figure out a way to stop the run. At least get Boswell in field goal range every once in a while. And then rely on special teams. I mean, one thing I did notice, and I've brought up a couple times, in the return game, they had better starting field position after every, kick. So we'll see if that, holds true on this one coming up or not. From a touchback to moving out, close to the 40-yard line, drive after drive after drive. But then they can't move the fucking football. But then touchback, so they'll start first down at 25, 5:30 to play, down 23, 30-7 here, 2 timeouts, 2 minute warning to come. But yeah, they went 2-6 to start, and then they finished, of course, 9-8. Finished 7-2, but missed out on the playoffs. They're gonna start out 0-1 here today for 2023, but. The punt return aspect, there's nothing there. Pickett's pass incomplete, dropped by Connor Hayward as he runs into the chain gang. So 2nd and 10, but yeah, holy shit. Defense has given up 393 total yards. That's pathetic. Yeah. The run game, not there. They give up too much on defense. Pickett has to do it all himself, which he ain't doing much anyway. turnovers ain't helping. You know, Pickett's pass complete, George Pickens. If Deontay Johnson's hurt, done, he's out the rest of the game. I don't know the severity of it. He's going to be out for a couple weeks, maybe the season, with a groin injury. You know, Pickens is going to be the number 1 receiver. And then I'm going to be Allen Robinson. Then I'm going to be Calvin Austin. Like I said, they have other guys. Freiermuth, get the ball to him a little bit more. Darnell Washington also at tight end. 3rd and 2, Pickett looking to throw. And over the middle, caught Pickens once again at the 42, 1st and 10 Steelers. So that Pickett to Pickens connection now starting to show up. But they're still going to be in it. You know damn well they will be. You know, it's only one game, flag on the play. You know, like I said too, it's against an NFC team, not in division in the AFC North, or let alone the conference of the AFC in general. Just they do play the NFC West. They'll host San Francisco today, of course, and then they'll host the Cardinals early December. They'll go to LA to take on the Rams before Halloween, and then on New Year's Eve they'll be in Seattle taking on the Seahawks. So that's your, crossover opponent this year for the Pittsburgh Steelers is in fact the NFC West, and then they play the AFC South. They got to go to Indy and Houston, and they host Tennessee on a Thursday night, also Jacksonville, and then of course also play the North twice, and then a few other teams, which we'll get into all the schedule at a later date. But 1st and 10, Pickett going to step up, tuck it and run for about 4 yards. But this long game, long afternoon. It's not going their way. There was excitement there for a little bit, but Pickett complete. Jalen Warren to the 40, 1st and 10. So no, they haven't. San Francisco's defense, because of how good they are. So Pickett looking to throw, gets sacked. So just they'll move on. They host the Browns next Monday night. Pass complete to Warren. Gets to 38, 39. Be 3rd and probably about 10 after that sack on the previous play. Yeah, 3rd and 11. But you do watch the tape now after all this. You learn from your mistakes. If it was going to be a blowout as it was earlier, Allen Robinson on the catch inside the 30, 1st down and 10, Pittsburgh, then at that point you don't. But they drove and scored before halftime, but then gave them a run. That's what the trouble is, they can't run the football. Maybe thrown a little bit too much, but really couldn't run the football anyway. Good defense. But then they turned it over, and then they couldn't stop the run, can't stop the run on defense. Gave up way too damn much. Hell, couldn't even get balls on field range once again. And couldn't capitalize off the turnovers they got from them. Be a hell of a lot different story if all that was true, but not. And that's where we stand, and the 49ers are going to win, the Steelers are going to lose. So, leave it at that. Just, it's frustrating. But you move on and play another game. Live to play another game, excuse me, yeah. Live to play another down, Pickett goes down a sack again. So, 2nd and long. They got some issues. This is still the starting offensive line up front, as it should be. Pickett's got sacked now how many times a day? Can't run the football. Can't even buy him time to throw, hardly. Yeah, just it's one game. I'm not gonna say just yet it's gonna be a long season. It was a long afternoon now because they couldn't fucking stop him. Pickett's pass complete on Robinson, makes a man miss, gets to the 30 again. So 3rd and 10, maybe. 3rd and 7 coming up. Got a couple more yards. 2 minutes to play. Here, 2-minute warning. And yeah. It'd be nice if they could score again here before the end of the game. Not give them the ball back. Just kneel it out. But 2 minutes to play, 30-7, 49ers. Brock Purdy today. (19 of 29, 220, and 2 passing touchdowns. He was sacked 3 times. Didn't seem like it, but he was. 2 of them were from T.J. Watt on strep sacks. So, of course, they recovered the one fumble, had the other, but then the challenge was no good. McCaffrey, 22 carries, $151 and a touchdown. Brock Purdy also had 3 carries, 21 yards. Elijah Mitchell, 10 yards on 5 carries. Brandon Ayuk had a day, 8 catches, 129 yards, and both touchdowns. If you take away his 2 touchdowns, you're looking at still a 2-score game right now, 9-point deficit, 16-7. If you would have got it in field goal range or kicked it earlier or, scored on the turnover drive or the turnover on down drive, yeah, it'd be a hell of a lot different story. Or even if you just scored one of the 2 touchdowns, it's not closer than you think because they flat out got beat. But it is in some instances, depending on how you look at it. They couldn't stop them. And this defense is supposed to be good. But supposed to be on paper versus actually are on the field, totally different. Debo, 5 catches for 55 yards. Kittle, 319. McCaffrey, 317. Let alone you take off the 3 field goals from Jake Moody, or 1 of the 3, or 2 of the 3. Do the math on those. And then you score some more offensively. But yeah, just one of those games that try to forget. 3rd and 10. Pickett looking to throw from the 30. It's caught. 5-yard pickup. Calvin Austin. And you got to go for it for sure here. Yeah, they get an extra day off. They play Monday night at home next week. So rest up, get healthy. But it might be better that this happened to them early rather than late. Because then you have time to get over it, fix your mistakes, and move on. And then we'll look back on this game, hey, whenever they're, winning later on this year. Remember when they lost to so-and-so, how bad they looked? Well, they're a completely different team now. Pickett goes down the sack, and that'll do it. Javon Hargrave, the former Steeler, takes him down. So, yeah, that'll do it. 49ers are going to beat the Steelers 30-7 to begin 2023. It was ugly early. The Steelers had life before halftime. And then the line went flat early 3rd quarter again. Got the beat back a little bit, but then just wasn't their day. So just a tough way to start the year. Like I said, maybe it's better off this happened now rather than later. Snap it once more, and then that'll do it for sure. 30-7 going to be your final score. 49ers are going to beat the Steelers here week 1 to begin 2023. But, man, that's tough. That's a tough one. That's going to be a tough pill to swallow right there. But they also didn't do enough, let alone play good enough to win, where San Francisco did. So give them credit. They flat out beat them. What the fuck, Fox? They have. That'll be a fucking meme. They had 30 points in a win, defeating the Steelers 30-7. Post-game handshakes. So that'll be it for that. That's a bad loss. You move on though. Hopefully you beat the Browns next week on Monday Night Football. I've said what I've said. I mean, I don't really think there's much more to be said. It's just they flat out got beat. They did. The 20-0, and then they don't get their first down until a minute to go in the first half. And then they score, and then a minute in the second half, they give up another touchdown. And then even after that, they had some chances, got some turnovers on defense, couldn't capitalize, turned the ball over themselves, couldn't fucking run the football, couldn't make stops on defense, hell, couldn't even get balls on field goal range, kick field goals. So, 49ers with their, couple touchdowns, couple field goals, 30-7 your final score. Pittsburgh hosting Cleveland next Monday night, so I'll be back live then, live right here on YouTube for those live watch along reactions. Be sure to tune back in. But final stats and scores now for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kenny Pickett 31-46 for 232 and a touchdown. Had the 2 interceptions, was sacked 5 times. Najee Harris 6-31 on the ground when they had 10 total carries for 41 yards rushing. The Pittsburgh Steelers had 10 carries for 41 yards rushing today. How pathetic. Allen Robinson led the team in receiving, 5 catches, 64 yards. Deontay Johnson 3-48. Calvin Austin III 6 catches, 37 yards. George Pickens 5-36. Connor Hayward had 2 catches, 19 yards. Jalen Warren 5-12, McFarland 2-11, including a couple 4th down conversions. Freiermuth had a catch for 3 yards and a touchdown. No tight ends whatsoever. Other than, Darnell Washington was in there to block for the most part. Connor Hayward, the 2 catches, 19 yards. The 1 interception was a 10 for him. It was tipped and then picked off. And then the other interception was intended for Deontay Johnson. He slipped and fell and picked off. So both picks really weren't Kenny Pickett's fault. 5 sacks, though. Offensive line really didn't block that great, even though he still threw over 200 yards, as did Brock Purdy. He had 2 touchdowns, though. Pickett had the 1. Pickett had a couple rushing yards, too. Well, he would have, but he was sacked 5 times, and then, no running game. TJ Watt, a couple strip sack fumbles, recovered the 1. The other one, yes, as well, but challenge said no. Quan Alexander led the team in total tackles, 9. TJ Watt officially 3 sacks. So all 3 were from TJ Watt on Brock Purdy. 2 of them strip sacks. Thought in the return game they got better each time. It wasn't a touchback. But they didn't even get Boswell on field goal range to kick any field goals today. Of course, they went for it a couple times on 4th down. The one time it worked out, they scored. The other time, no. Could have took the points there for sure. But at that point in time, you're down by as much as you were. You got to go for it. Yeah, I understand that. Still be interesting to see what, Tomlin says, even though I guarantee you he's going to say flat out, we got beat. got our ass kicked. Standard is still a standard, though. It's only one game. The sky ain't fucking falling, okay? It's one game. It is one game, okay? I still got how many more left in this 18-week, 17 regular season game schedule? So 1 down, they're 0-1, 16 to go. They play the Browns next Monday night at home. So, just a tough way to start the year for sure. 30-7, your final score. Here's some team stats for you. Another big part of today's game was the time possession of the clock, and San Fran controlled that officially 37 to 23. Lost turnover battle. The refs were throwing penalties. It felt like every play early sort of died down in the second half, but it was pretty even earlier. But then San Francisco, they did win the penalty battle. San Fran had 11 for 85. Pittsburgh only 6 of 60, but still, 6 penalties is 6 penalties. They had more passing yards than San Fran did, but 140 yards less in rushing, 188 to 41 total. And from 1 first down on with a minute to go in the first half to 15 total, compared to San Fran's 22 total first downs today. They were officially 1 of 3 on 4th down, because that third would be the last sack of the game. So really 1 of 2 on 4th down, we'll say. But just, they didn't do enough to win. They didn't do enough to even play great, for that matter. So San Francisco flat out beat the Pittsburgh Steelers today. So congrats to the 49ers. They're victorious 30-7. But in the meantime, that'll do it for myself, your host, Encyclopedia Sports, Cool and Luke 96 live here on YouTube. I really don't have much else to say. Tough, bad loss to begin the season, to say the least. So I'll leave it at that. But just once again, thank you for tuning in and watching. Be sure to tune back in now next weekend for more college football and NFL live watch long reactions live here on YouTube. And let me know in the comments below what you thought of today's game, let alone what you think they could do better on and off the field, let alone, how do they move on from here, even though it's only one game. They're 0-1, just like all the other teams are going to lose this weekend. They're 0-1. It ain't the end of the world. The sky ain't falling. There's still a lot of football to be played. So move on and host the Browns next week on Monday Night Football. So it's everybody then after the 49ers beat the Steelers today, officially once again, 30-7.